Tonight on 97.5 The Hound, it's a special presentation of high school football as the Keystone Panthers meet the Ridgway Elkers. Oh, what a ride it's been in this 2025 high school football season. When the season started, there are several games you can circle on the schedule that you consider games of interest. Tonight is one of those games. The Keystone Panthers entered tonight at 4-3 on the campaign. They very easily could have 2 or 3 more wins. Believe us, they know that, and it motivates them. After their third loss of the season against Brockway, the Panthers are coming off a complete game where they dominated Bucktail last week in every phase of the game. Tonight, they hope to keep their big play offense on the move. They say in life that opposites attract. If that's the case, then tonight should be one heck of a love story. Well, love of the game, maybe. The Panthers have big plays and a high-octane offense. The Elkers like to wear you down and impose their will. It's almost like the tortoise and the hare. And if you just flashed back to a Bugs Bunny cartoon, we should be friends. I digress. The Elkers are coming off their 2 most complete games of the season with wins over Cameron County and Moniton. Tonight they'll have to double their efforts against a very good Panther team. The playoffs are looming. Both of these teams are right in the middle of the pack in the Class A seedings. Both need this win tonight. Only one will get it. The Panthers and Elkers meet next on The Hound. Now let's go live to Memorial Park Field in Ridgway for the pregame show. Brought to you by Lindbergh Furniture and Mattress and the Lindbergh Furniture Sleep Center. Here's Rick Porter and J.J. Michaels.
Hello, friends. A very pleasant good evening to you, wherever you may be tonight. Welcome to Week 8 of the high school football season. Indeed, we are at Memorial Park Field in Ridgway, and it is a matchup of the Keystone Panthers and the 3-4 Ridgway Elkers. Good evening, Mr. Porter.
Good evening. Another nice night. A little cooler tonight. Feel fall in the air.
Boy, it sure is football weather tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, I was talking to a couple of friends of mine last weekend, and they were saying in San Diego, the weather was just like 75 degrees and sunny and dry every day.
Yeah.
And but you can feel a little fall in the air right now. A beautiful view up here, and this is a big game. I mean, Ridgway. I was looking at their schedule. They scored 90 points the first 5 games. But they've scored 83 in the last 2 games.
Yeah.
And their running game has been off both. Michael Gerg has just been insane weeks.
Boy.
And they've run this little inside reverse kind of counter play with Nate Stager.
Yeah.
And he's picked up a lot of yards. So I think they have a lot of confidence in their running game. They have 3 wins. They could sure use a win here to get them back to 500. And then, if you win today, if you're Ridgway and you win today, then you've got 2 games, one of them, and you're pretty much playoff eligible.
Right.
So,
yeah.
So if you lose today, you're under a lot of pressure. So this is a big game for them. I think I'll be up for it. I think it's going to be a good football game.
Yeah, and I expect the same from the Keystone side of things. If there was such a thing as fantasy football for high school football, my first pick would be Dom Corsetti. Period. End of discussion. That kid can make plays happen with ease. And to watch him over the years, I thought he was amazing. But, between then and now, he has become that kind of player that can take the team on his shoulders and deliver them a victory. And he's going to have to do some tonight. We did get news before the game that Eli Nellis is not here. Apparently he has an injury that is keeping him out for this, so you're losing one of your best receivers and best backs, and that means that a little more pressure to make that happen.
He's got a great quarterback name, doesn't he?
Dom
Corsetti.
Yeah.
It just sounds like a name to me. But the kid's a great athlete, and he's just a junior. But this is his
That
third
amazes
season,
me the most. That amazes me the most is the kid is back next year, too.
Yeah, and so he's obviously the guy that Ridgway's got to contain. I mean, if Ridgway has had a I don't want to use the word weakness, but if they've been vulnerable, it's been sometimes against the passing game. And even last week, we saw them. The touchdown they gave up was a drive, was comprised mostly of short out patterns, and they have athletes back there. It's just a question of I think getting their scheme the way they want it. And boy, you have to watch a little bit of game film or a lot of game film. Corsetti looks a little scary, I'm sure, in the film room.
And the thing is, he's put on some bulk. You can look at the kid, and he's just built. He is huge. With Nellis being out, other guys that can make some big things happen. Jacob Henry is one of them, the senior. I think he'll intensify here. But when you look at guys like Eli Anger, Joey Spence, who has had a great some good things up in Kane, the game we did there a few weeks back. They've got some kids that can do it. James Rankin, the sophomore, is another one who is a pretty regular guy on offense. So I'm interested to see how and his crew make the adjustments needed for that. But there's one thing I can tell you. I wouldn't bet against Corsetti to make a few big plays tonight because it is just that big. For Ridgway tonight, I would expect them to want to do exactly what they've done or have aimed to do all season, is run the ball, eat the clock, and impose their will. That's how they win games, and they're not built to come from behind, so it's important early not to make those mistakes that got them behind early in the year.
Well, I mean, the best way to stop a kid like Corsetti is not let him have
Keep
the
ball out of his hand,
and,
right?
That's Ridgway's specialty. I mean, I bet if you went back through and looked at all the Ridgway games that the stats are available for and looked at their time of possession, I mean, they've been a dominant time of possession team, actually for the last 2 years. And, boy, that's what they love to do. And, boy, if you get Gerg and Steger going, boy, and Stockman, they can eat Rocco Allegretto.
Well,
they can eat up clock like as well as anybody.
And I think one of the other kids that is going to play a big part in the last few weeks, and we saw it last week, Jay Zimmerman.
Well, Jay Zimmerman's just a freshman, and last week he scored a touchdown on offense, had a couple of nice returns. Yeah, I mean, he's a key skill player. And he's one of those guys. I mean, they just battering ram you with guys like, and then bingo, they get the ball in Jay Zimmerman's hands, and he's just a freshman, and he's not real big, but he can in the open field, and he's a very dangerous player.
Boy,
and he's got to be feeling pretty confident right now.
I would think so. I mean, the kid has had a great freshman year. You look at what he's been able to do. Obviously, he's not a feature guy, but he has been such a great. These people, it's such a great switch to you're pounding Gerg all the time, you're pounding Allegretto, and then all of a sudden here comes this freshman little guy that's deceivingly quick, and boom, there he goes.
Yeah, he makes big plays at big times, and that's what you want out of a kid like him. And like I said, it's his speed and quickness are fun to watch. Every week, but. This should be a pretty good game.
I think so, and I'm expecting that out of this. There hasn't been many that haven't been good that we've been a part of this year, so I'm interested for that. It's Military Appreciation Night here in Ridgway. You may be able to see on the stream there bits and pieces of the camouflage uniforms, and I wish to thank the U.S. Army National Guard for switching it up this year to get white numerals on these puppies, and that is I salute you for that, because the last couple of years
easier for broadcasting.
It sure does, and we appreciate that. And of course, we salute not only the National Guard but all branches of our military and everything they do for our country. Thank you all so much for all of our veterans and everything that goes with it. You are listening to the pregame show brought to you by Lindbergh Furniture and Mattress and the Lindbergh Furniture Sleep Center. Remember, your new bedding, your new furniture, simply a visit away at Lindbergh Furniture. You can buy it today, get it today. Like them on title sponsor of our broadcast this year, the St. Mary's Insurance Agency and affiliates, the Smith Keats Agency in Johnsonburg, Borst Insurance in Sheffield and Ridgway, and the Emporium Agency in Emporium. For more, log on to stmariesagency.com. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll look at some of the other games around the region tonight. High school football coming up. The Panthers and the Elkers.
When it comes to protecting your home, your car, your family, or your business, why trust someone miles away when the best is right here in Elk County? St. Mary's Insurance Agency, along with Borst Insurance in Ridgway and the Smith-Keats Agency in Johnsonburg, have been named Elk County's best insurance agency 5 years running. We're not just in the community, we're proud to be part of it. Stop by one of our offices, give us a call, or visit us online at stmariesagency.com.
Lindbergh Furniture, that's the store.
Where you'll find bargains galore.
Bob and Bunny will save you cash.
And deliver your furniture in a flash.
Lindbergh.
Lindbergh Furniture wants to congratulate the teams playing in tonight's game. Congratulations on all you've achieved this year. They're proud of you and your success. You're a fine example of our area youth.
Heating and cooling done right, guaranteed. Epic heating and cooling. All day or night when you need. Epic heating and cooling. Epic. Every time we show up for you. Epic. Making your day feel epic, like a superhero. Epic. Heating and cooling experts, tried, trusted, and true. Epic. Every install feels epic. When the time comes, you'll know. You know you've got our trusted team for the golden heat. Epic heating and cooling. All day or night when you need. Epic heating and cooling. Heating and cooling done right, guaranteed. Epic heating and cooling.
Need a loan? Go to Mountain Laurel Federal Credit Union. I'll bet you've heard that a few hundred times, but have you actually investigated it? They have a loan for your life. Whether it's an auto loan for a new or used vehicle, a loan for your college student, a home loan, a loan to get a boat, RV, ATV, or snowmobile, or a loan to take that long overdue vacation you need. I think you get the idea. They give out a lot of loans. Not only that, but the rates on those loans are even sweeter. Do you live, work, worship, or attend school in Elk, Cameron, McKean, or Warren County? If so, then you qualify for membership at Mountain Laurel Federal Credit Union. See how simple it can be. Visit one of their 7 locations in the area or log on to mlfcu.net. Best of luck to all the athletes competing today from Mountain Laurel Federal Credit Union, where it certainly is good to be a member.
Hi, this is Dr. Katie Fernand from Beauty Within MD, an Athena laser company. Would you like to reduce wrinkles and tighten your skin? Or maybe you have unwanted hair, a scar, or a tattoo that you want to have removed. The Beauty Within MD Med Spa offers a variety of procedures, from Botox, acupuncture, permanent hair removal, to scar removal, and more. For a complete list of services or to schedule at the Ridgway or St. Mary's location, check us out at beautywithinmd.com.
When you want a hometown feel with plenty of options, you choose Spitzer Outer World St. Mary's, where the service is fun, fast, easy, and now backed by the Spitzer Shield. When you choose us, you choose a variety of brand new vehicles across 3 separate lots. When you choose us, you choose to know everything we've done to make our pre-owned vehicles second to none. A rigorous inspection process performed by factory-trained technicians and professional detail inside and out. Visit us along the $1 Million Highway today for all of your Chevrolet, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Ford needs. Spitzer Outer World St. Mary's, our world revolves around you.
Top of the line builders, the area's leader in quality roofing projects, now add seamless gutter installation to our services. At Top of the Line Builders, our staff is trained to offer professional installation. For more information and a no-obligation quote on seamless gutters, call Nick Cherry at 814-965-5785. We offer free estimates and are fully insured. Top of the Line Builders. Get your project done right the first time.
Wouldn't it be great if you could have your insurances for auto, home, business, farm, life, and retirement in just one agency? That's what Pacelli Insurance is for. They can help protect what is important for you and your family's future. Visit Pacelli Insurance in St. Mary's or call them at 814-781-3888. Pacelli Insurance, your preferred local independent insurance agency. Pacelli Insurance, where we protect your world.
Welcome back to Memorial Park Field here in Ridgway. J.J. Michaels, Rick Porter, kickoff about 15 minutes away. The Keystone Panthers and the Ridgway Elkers about to do battle on this very chilly Friday night already in Ridgway, Elk County, Pennsylvania. Want to say hello to everybody that is tuning in or watching down the Knox, PA way, down Keystone High School area. The Panther football Facebook folks shared our link to watch tonight, so welcome y'all there, and we're glad to have you along.
It's a 62-mile drive to get up here, but you can watch it from your house without going anywhere.
And not getting cold. Right?
Not getting cold.
That's for sure. Well, it's week 8 already. You know, this season has just progressed so quickly, and it's amazing to me where we're already looking at playoff seedings and all kinds of stuff related to that. There are some pretty good games tonight. We'll start with the one that's on our sister station, B94, as the undefeated Punxsutawney Chuck at 7-0 head up to St. Mary's and Dutch Country Stadium tonight. The Dutch come in at 2-5, and boy, Punxsy is just rolling everybody right now. They have played exceptional football this year.
And I haven't seen them. I don't know if you've seen them at all.
I have
we
not.
haven't done any of the games, but I'll tell you what, a lot of people around D9 say they're
the real
they
deal.
might be the best team in D9.
And with all due respect to the Port Allegheny Gators, you know, on that sense, but boy, when you beat Du Bois twice, you come from behind at Karn City. They were down 19-0 to Karn City and came back and won that game late.
Oh, and by the way, Karn City beat Westing last week.
Right.
So you know Karn City's good.
Yeah, that's a pretty doggone good feat. So kudos to the Punxsy crew. They're doing very, very well. Another undefeated, Union AC Valley at home tonight against Smethport. The Hubs come in at 2-5. Viduna Stadium, the Falcon Knights, big win last week. They took down Kane, and they pasted it to them pretty well. I mean, it was a closer game than the score would seem, but they still pasted them pretty good.
There are a lot of people down in that neck of D9 that are, hey, Punxsy, hey, this, that, the Karn City. Don't forget about us, buddy. We're undefeated, and I'll tell you what, they're good.
Yep. Speaking of the Gators, it's a 1:30 Saturday kickoff tomorrow. Kind of a backyard rivalry there. The Otto Eldred Terrors come to town at 2-5, and the Gators at 7-0. Port Allegheny has looked beaten the past couple weeks. Obviously, St. Mary's gave them a game. Last week they were in a battle as well. That's not to say that they're not excellent and not still a powerhouse, and Aiden Bliss still isn't the best player in District 9, with due respect to everybody else. But the Gators have been tested. And, you know, that could come in very, very handy into the playoffs.
I agree. I think being tested does not hurt your team. I mean, even if they took a loss here, that does not necessarily hurt your team. I think it gets teams like Port Allegheny fired up and ready to go. And we'll see how they respond now.
Yep. Du Bois at 5-2 is at Brookville tonight. The Raiders come in at 2-5.
And Du Bois has their 2 losses to whom? Both to Punxsy.
Both to Punxsy. Yeah, so that'll
both
be
in close games.
Yeah, both very close games.
Yeah.
Very close games.
3-point games.
I believe so. Yeah, both of them were. I think. Bradford 1-6 at Central Clarion. 3-4 on the year. That's a little deceiving because they played some.
They're the best 3 and 4 team around.
I don't disagree with you. Coudersport at Kane tonight. The Wolves already beat up on the Falcons earlier this year. Cowdy at 1-6. Kane at 5. Coming off that tough loss at Union AC Valley last week. Brashear is playing at Red Bank Valley tonight. The Bulldogs come in at 3-4, and they are fighting for a playoff spot, as they have a couple of tough opponents coming up here over the last couple of weeks. Division or a Region 4 matchup. County at 5-2, coming off a rebound win. They travel to Bucktail tonight, and Keystone took it to the Bucks a week ago.
Yeah, they're really struggling
in that
with
game.
Bucktail.
Yeah, they really are, and numbers a big issue with that one. Montauk is going outside of the district up to District 10 tonight, Union City, to take on the Bears. The Warriors are 2-5, and the Bears at 1-5. And then the other big game, or perhaps the biggest of the night, aside from this one, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, this is the premier matchup of the week. But down in Karn City tonight, the Gremlins host the Brockway Rovers. Those teams are having solid seasons, so it'll be neat to see how that one plays out too.
And year in and year out, I don't know that there's a tougher place to go to try to win a football game than Karn City.
Oh, boy.
I mean, if you got a road game there, you got your hands full, buddy.
Yes, sir. No doubt about that. Well, here tonight, 3-4, Ridgway hosting 4-3, Keystone. And the pregame festivities getting underway. Teams will be out here shortly to get things underway. What we'll do is take another break, and we'll be ready for some action here tonight. The pregame show brought to you by Lindbergh Furniture and Mattress of Johnsonburg and Brookville, and the Lindbergh Furniture Sleep Center in historic downtown Johnsonburg. And you are listening to coverage of high school football on the Hound, brought to you by St. Mary's Insurance.
Have you been looking for a career in the powdered metal industry? Medco Industries is now hiring. Medco Industries on Brussels Street in St. Mary's is a locally owned company offering long-term steady careers or part-time work with advancement opportunities and great benefits. Operations are regular 8-hour shifts with most weekends off. Medco's machining facility, Pro Process LLC, offers CNC operator and setup positions in a climate-controlled facility. Apply online at medcopm.com. Medco Industries, locally owned and operated in St. Mary's for over 40 years.
When is the last time you really felt like your body was functioning properly? If you can't remember, then it's time for you to call Rowley Family Chiropractic of St. Mary's. They've been serving the community for 25 years. Their mission is to improve your overall quality of life by allowing your nervous system to work at its fullest potential. Want to know more? Log on RowleyFamilyChiropractic.com or call 814-834-1045. Rowley Family Chiropractic, improving health one spine at a time. Zook Motors in Kane is a proud supporter of the area's high school sports teams. They know what it means to be part of a community. Family owned and operated, they've been serving the area for almost 100 years. That's why you can trust Zooks to find you the right vehicle for your needs and price range. Best of luck to the players and coaches in today's matchup from everyone on the team at Zook Motors, your area Ford dealer just west of Kane on Route 6.
With 2 locations on Baker Alley in Ridgway and Route 219 in Johnsonburg, Elk County Foods' friendly staff is ready to serve you. They offer daily and weekly specials, including their 5 for $24.99 in the meat department. Check out their large hot and cold deli, the freshest of fresh produce, and their own homemade beef sticks and smoked cheese. Having a get-together? Let Elk County Foods do the work for you. Elk County Foods of Ridgway and Johnsonburg, hometown proud. Check us out on Facebook or visit us online.
For nearly 40 years, one name in the area stands out when it comes to plumbing, heating, air conditioning, and more.
Hi, this is Shirley from Newell's Plumbing and Heating and Air Conditioning. We have been providing plumbing and HVAC services in St. Mary's since 1984. Our customers are our #1 priority, and we are quick to answer or return calls, especially in emergency situations. From initial estimates through the project completion, we will work with you to ensure you're 100% satisfied. Our team of technicians has a combined 88 years of experience, so we have knowledge on our side for any job. We are professional, fair, family-friendly, and work with you to understand your needs and goals. From residential to light commercial, we can ensure your plumbing and HVAC systems are running at peak performance.
For all your plumbing and heating needs, put your trust in us. Newell's Plumbing and Heating's Trout Run Road, St. Mary's.
Hello, this is Michelle from Christ Family Funeral Homes. Together with my husband, Roy, we own and operate Lynch Green Funeral Home in St. Mary's, Christ Funeral Homes in Ridgway and Kersey. As the largest provider of burial and cremation services in Elk County, families often turn to us in their time of need to help them create beautiful life celebrations, offer a comforting hand, and care for your family as if they're our own.
For more information, visit ChristFamilyFuneralHomes.com. That's ChristFamilyFuneralHomes.com.
Hey, Carney from Cataldo Collision. Do you know Cataldo Collision is certified or recommended by the following automobile manufacturers? Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat, Nissan, Kia, Hyundai, General Motors, Chevy, Buick, GMC, Honda, Acura, and Subaru. So if your vehicle was involved in an accident, bring it to the Tri-County's largest certified or recommended collision repair center, Cataldo's Collision, on Division Street in DuBois, the building with the big red roof. And remember, we do magic.
Are you hungry? Bell's Meat and Poultry can fill you up with 40 mouth-watering flavors of sausage, from Greek to blueberry maple. How about a chicken breast, Virginia ham, Swiss cheese, Greek sausage, bacon-wrapped ball of deliciousness that is their world-famous griller? Don't forget they have fresh cuts of meat, and you can't have meat without cheese, and Bell's has the best smoked cheese around. Don't believe me? Just ask any of the people from State College to Buffalo that have come to Kane to visit the biggest little store around. 814-837-7321.
Johnson's Tire Service on Route 6 in Clarendon has been your Goodyear tire dealer for over 40 years. If you're in the market for a new set of truck tires, Johnson's Tire Service is your area dealer for Goodyear, Michelin, and other brands. They offer alignment service for trucks, motorhomes, and trailers. Call 814-723-3950 or find them online at johnsonstire.com. Johnson's Tire Service thanks their customers for their positive reviews, earning a top-rated service center distinction by Carfax. You've heard it said before that financial security doesn't come easy. You have to plan for it, work for it, and manage your money wisely. In today's financial world, it sure helps to have a bank that helps with that process. At Hamlin Bank, they are the bank that takes care of its customers. Visit one of their locations in Smethport, Kane, Mount Jewett, Eldred, Bradford, Olean, New York, St. Mary's, and their newest branch in Sheffield. See them online at hamlinbank.com. Member FDIC.
If you're planning on having masonry work done this year, call the pros at Steger Masonry in Ridgway at 772-7083. Their years of experience will make sure the job's done right. Call Steger Masonry at 772-7083, 772-7083, Steger Masonry in Ridgway. Schedule your masonry work with the pros. Remember, masonry is no hobby.
Here in Elk County, family means everything. At St. Mary's Insurance and Affiliates, we treat our clients like part of our family. That's why St. Mary's Insurance, Borst Insurance in Ridgway, and the Smith Keats Agency in Johnsonburg have been trusted by generations to protect homes, cars, businesses, and families. From our family to yours, we're here to protect what matters most. Stop by one of our offices, give us a call, or visit us online at stmarysagency.com.
Lindbergh Furniture, that's the store.
Where you'll find bargains galore.
Bob and Bunny will save you cash.
And deliver your furniture in a flash.
Lindbergh.
Lindbergh Furniture wants to congratulate the teams playing in tonight's game. Congratulations on all you've achieved this year. They're proud of you and your success. You're a fine example of our area youth. And that means we're about ready for kickoff. Welcome back to Ridgway's Memorial Park Field. J.J. Michaels and Rick Porter as kickoff is upon us. You are listening to coverage of high school football on WDDH St. Mary 97.5 The Hound and online houndcountry.com and video streaming on our YouTube page. There's a link right now on Facebook
that you can go check it out as well. Yeah, we're about ready to go as the Panthers. Did I see that right? The Panthers got the kickoff?
Yeah, they're going to receive the football. Ridgway's going to start the game.
So we'll see very, very rapidly kind of changes and things go on with the Keystone offense.
Well, Ridgway is going to find out early what Corsetti's all about, I think. And I think the key for them, as for a lot of teams in a lot of football games, the key for them is going to be third down, their defense on third down. If they can get Corsetti in situations where he's third and long or third and medium and stop him, they'll be okay. But if you get him 3rd and 5 and he rips off a 25-yard run on a regular basis, that's just so demoralizing.
Yep, it sure is. Mario Casilio set to kick it off. Jacob Henry and Kaiden Carnahan.
And Casilio's having a great year.
For Keystone, he sure is. And we are underway as this one is going to come down to Carnahan at the 15-yard line, back up over the 20, 25, 30. Look out, he's got room, and he's up over the 45-yard line.
Good run back by Carnahan. He's just a freshman, too.
And good field position for Corsetti and the Keystone offense at their own 45-yard line. And the Panthers will start with a slot right here, and Corsetti from the shotgun on first down. Now a man goes in motion. And Corsetti run left, turns inside, and escapes a tackle. Has got a nice run across midfield into Ridgway territory to start things off.
Yeah, so he's off to a pretty good start with a 7-yard run on first down.
2nd down and 3, James Rankin. One of the guys out there, Joey Spence, one of the skill position guys.
And play calling is easier for your offensive coordinator when it's 2nd and 3.
Landon Money is the man in the backfield right now next to Corsetti. 2nd down at about 3 from the Ridgway 48, and they go straight to Money, and Money is swallowed up. Boy, good penetration by the camo guys up front.
He got 1.5 yards or maybe 2.
Ridgway 46-yard line. It brings up 3rd down and 1. Corsetti from the shotgun, straight ahead. He gets the call. 1st down and big opening, and he's inside the Ridgway 30-yard line.
Yep, all the way down to the 25. Got the 1st down easily, and it wasn't anything fancy. He just right up the middle.
That's all it was. It was just a student body straight ahead.
And he's just one of those guys that sees holes. He finds them, he accelerates, and good luck.
Gain of 21 on the play and a 1st down. From the Elker 25-yard line. Man in motion. Play fake. Corsetti keeps it. And he twirls ahead and is tackled down to about the 23-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to get nothing or maybe even lose a yard. Ended up picking up a couple.
Gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. 10 minutes left. First quarter just underway. No score. Elkers and Panthers. I don't know that those two animals would ever meet in the wild, would they?
I don't think so.
Henry goes in motion. Corsetti rolling to the right, fires over the middle. He's got a man, and it's caught, and that is Kaiden Carnahan down to the 15-yard line of the Ridgway Elkers. That is real close to a 1st down.
Yeah, he's going to be about 0.5 yard short. I would think Corsetti might just keep it here. They have 2 cracks.
He's the lone guy in the backfield. He's got 4 men in the formation. Now in motion goes Rankin. They fake it to him, and he keeps it. Corsetti, tripped up. Great defensive play back there by Mativi. But I'm sorry, that's Rocco Allegretto.
Rocco Allegretto, yeah.
He still got the 1st down, though, but that may have saved some big play, maybe a touchdown.
Yeah, he needed to get to right to the 15 to pick up the 1st down, and he got it almost to the 14. So
that's the second first down on this drive, and this will be the 7th play of the drive. 8:55 to go, first quarter. Corsetti back to throw, going to flip it out here. He's got Henry. Henry makes a move and then is shoestringed down at about the 11-yard line.
got about 3.
It'll end up being about a 3-yard gain.
Got to keep the defense honest, and that's pretty much what that play was about.
Now Rankin will come out here with Henry to the right side, the wide side of the field as they move from the left hash mark.
Boy, he looks like a pretty big boy.
He's huge, man. He is a punisher. Joey Spence in the backfield with Corsetti on second down. And here's Corsetti, throws over the middle, tipped and almost intercepted.
And almost complete.
And
yeah. I didn't see who the receiver was.
Henry,
was that Henry that almost got it after somebody for Ridgway? It might have been Nate Steger, almost had it picked off.
Well, that'll bring up third down.
Well, here's one of those plays that I talked about earlier. You know, they have them in third and long right now, and if you give up a big play, boy, it's just soul crushing. But we'll see what they do defensively here. They're not a whole lot of field to work with.
Third down and about 7. Rankin now comes set on the tight end here. Man in motion, that's Henry. Here's Corsetti. He's going to run to the right. Breaks one tackle, but can't get away from another. And there's Steger, Nate.
That's Nate Steger over there doing a Steger thing, man. That's just what he does. And that was a great play by Nate. That was actually a loss on that play.
Loss of a yard.
About a yard. And now it's fourth down. Yep, fourth down and a long 7.
Keystone going to go for it here. 7:35 to go in this first quarter. This will be the 10th play of this drive. And they need to get down to the Elker 4-yard line for the first down. Corsetti rolling to the left, looking, now flips it out here, in and out of the hands of his intended receiver, Rankin.
He was open.
It's incomplete.
Yeah. He was open over there. Just, I don't know if he threw it behind him a little bit or something. Rankin had to kind of turn sort of awkward way and didn't make the catch. And
well, first big play to the Elkers in this one as they stop Keystone after they had a little bit of momentum going here.
Well, that big third down play by Nate Steger, I thought was the signature play of the drive for the Elkers. And all of a sudden, they bend and don't break, and they've got the ball. And look for number 33 to get it a lot of times here early. That's my prediction anyway.
From the 11-yard line, Allegretto and Gerg in the backfield. And it'll be Gerg first ahead, and he runs into a big pile of white jerseys. Not in fact, he gets back to the line, that's it.
Yeah, that's about it. I mean, they had everybody up front just looking for that play. And great job by the D-line for Keystone. They didn't give an inch, and Gerg had nowhere to go.
Second down, 10. Allegretto, Gerg in the backfield again. Here's a little flip pass out here, and it is caught and quickly brought down to the turf after a short gain.
A couple yards, that's it.
And that is on the reception.
Okay, I'm getting confused because Rocco Allegretto is usually 1, is 31, and Xavier Stockman, who is usually 2, is 12.
And that was the combination.
Yeah.
Well, he gets to the 12-yard line, and it's third down and 9. Allegretto will be the lone man in the backfield. They have trips to the right side of the field. Pass out here. That one's way overthrown. Tried to get it to Kilpeck.
Yeah, there was nobody in the neighborhood.
Yep, it'll be fourth down. So the Elkers will have to boot it away. On comes Casilio. Jacob Henry going to drop back deep. Looks like Corsetti will be back there with him. And they're going to set up shop inside Elker territory.
Yeah, inside the 45.
To field this, right.
And, Ridgway could use a great punt here. And
yeah,
Casilio's had a few great punts over the course of the season.
He has. He's standing a yard deep in the end zone. And, it gets away a good one, but it's right to the 40-yard line. And to the left now, 35-30, turns inside. 35-20 and is pushed out over on the far side inside the 10-yard line. Or inside the 15 anyway.
Yeah, they're going to give him the 12 or 13, maybe 14, depending on where they spot it. Looks like they're going to spot it. Yeah, right at the 15, I guess. So,
yes, sir.
Yeah, you don't get much better field position than that off a punt. No.
5:39 left to go in the first quarter. No score, but Keystone setting up shop with a good look at things here in the red zone. Henry now in the backfield with Corsetti. And Corsetti going to take it himself. He's got a big hole inside the 10, pushes forward down toward the 5.
He might have gotten inside the 5. Nope, looks like they're going to put it
right on the
5-yard line. Kyler Redfoot with this another tackle.
Gain of 10 right on the nose, and it's 1st and goal for the Panthers. Trips to the left now. Henry out there with Joey Spence. Reed. Corsetti, another one straight ahead. He goes nowhere.
He got beat up that time.
That was Stockman, the first guy there.
Was one of the two guys there. Didn't see who the other guy was.
All the way back to the 9-yard line.
Boy, and if you're going to get Corsetti, that's how you do it.
You have to get him low and early.
And you got to get him before he gets 3 or 4 steps of steam going. And he didn't go anywhere that time before they were right on him.
Clock with 4:35 and moving here in this first quarter. 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line for the Panthers. Joey Spence will be next to Corsetti. Corsetti going to flip it out here. He's got Henry. It's caught.
Oh, boy.
He had to stumble. Nope, incomplete.
Call it incomplete,
they say.
Yeah, he had it, and then he ended up with it, and it must have hit the ground. He must have picked it up off the ground.
It's one of those, it did not survive the ground.
Yeah, and he took a hit, too, that left him a little wobbly there getting up. But got hit right, looked like right in the lower back, and
that hurts.
Yeah, it does hurt.
Especially on a night like this, too.
Oh, yeah, when it's a little crisp out there. And it's not that bad, but it's just not what anybody's been used to for the last several weeks.
3rd down, goal at the 9-yard line. Man in motion, that's Rankin. Low snap, Corsetti takes it and goes straight ahead. Oh, he got smacked pretty hard. Gets down to the 8-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. There's some hitting going on out there.
Yeah, and this is another huge play for the Elker defense right here.
Yep. But how big would this be? 2 times in a row to turn away.
Because they can't get a first down. They either score
They got to score or
turn it
over. Henry's in the backfield with Corsetti. He's going to roll to the right. Has time. Looks. Now under pressure. Flips it, and it's incomplete. The Elkers with great coverage force the turnover on downs.
And that was Michael Gerg putting the heat on Corsetti that time, and he had to just unload it. And even if he would have completed it, it wouldn't have been enough to get it in the end zone. So, job by the Elker defense, because, boy, they had given up some field position there that was. So we'll see what they can do now. They'll take over deep in their own territory at the 7-yard line.
Yep, 1st down. Elkers on the right hash mark here. Allegretto and Gerg in the backfield. And it'll be Rocco on 1st down to the right side. Has some nice yardage, but the hole closes quickly. He'll get to the 11. Gain of about 4. 2nd down and 6. Try to get a check on some of the other games going on around the area here in a little bit. Here's a 2nd down run. And little doing.
He might have gotten a yard and a half.
And that's Gerg on that one. Call it the 13-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 4.
Ridgway not yet able to untrack that running we've seen the last couple of weeks.
Right. And Gerg had a monster first half especially last week. 3rd down, long 4 here. Here's Stockman to throw down the side. It's incomplete off of the fingertips of Nate Steger on the sidelines.
Nate was open over there, just didn't get him the ball. Would have been a 1st down. But.
So 4th down, and Casilio once again on to punt it away. Henry standing again at his 40-yard line, and we've seen this before. It's deja vu.
It's like
good snap, and the punt is away. They kick it away from Henry, but he comes and fields it at the 39, and then he bobbles it out of bounds, and it'll go out at about the 35, 36.
Good job by Henry. A lot of kids would have let that ball. There's nobody around him. A lot of kids would have let that ball go, but he said, nope. I'm not letting him get an extra 10 yards. He picked it up and ended up losing it out of bounds. But 35-yard line of the Elkers, not a bad place to start your drive.
No, and that's their. Well, I take that back. They started earlier back here.
Yeah,
compared to the last drive.
Last drive at the 15, Ridgway 15.
2 to go, first quarter. No score. Panthers and Elkers. Corsetti. Now we've got.
It's going to cost the Elkers 5.
Penalty, offside. First penalty of the game.
And just about everybody on that offensive or defensive line jumped, and that tells you it was Corsetti's count.
Again, it comes his experience.
Yep.
Corsetti going to keep it straight ahead, and he'll dive for a couple. Down to about the 28-yard line. Liam Kilpeck on that tackle. And already Corsetti, 9 carries, 42 yards in this first quarter. As we tick down to 1:45 to go, and the clock moving. Corsetti flips it out here, and it's incomplete. In and out of the hands of Rankin, a little bit behind him. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Ridgway pretty solid on first down here through most of the first quarter.
Defensively, they've done pretty well here from the onset. Now, a couple of passes have been off the mark from Corsetti, so that is noteworthy, but that's not to take away what they've been able to do.
Well, they're not going to be able to do this all night long, though. Eventually, they will pay if they don't move the ball down the field a little bit.
3rd down, motion man is Henry. Here's Corsetti, run left. Bounces it outside. 1st down, inside the 20-yard line. Still on his feet. There he goes. Touchdown, Keystone. Wow. That kid is something, man.
In an odd kind of way, that's not that bad for Ridgway. You'd be able to maybe get the ball out of your end of the field now and get down where maybe you can do some work offensively. And
that is our Spitzer's first Spitzer scoring play of the night, brought to you by Spitzer Auto World on the $1 Million Highway, St. Mary's. Their world revolves around you. And now the extra point attempt by Seth Slogenhop, and it is good. Keystone 7, Ridgway nothing. High school football on the Hound is brought to you by St. Mary's Insurance.
Heating and cooling done right, guaranteed. Epic Heating and Cooling.
Here's the ensuing kickoff as it comes down at the 20-yard line. That's Steger on the return, and Nate quickly swallowed up, and a penalty flag in late.
That flag came in late, right to where the ball was down the 26-yard line, 25-yard line. Haven't seen a call yet.
Official comes over now. Personal foul on Keystone.
So that'll give the Elkers about the 40, 41-yard line.
No, and that's a good drive start there.
Right at the 40. So they have a little bit of breathing room now. And you didn't really want to give up that touchdown, but you need a little relief from the field position situation, and now you got it.
Yeah, it's tough to start when you're backed up in your own end zone. First down, here comes Allegretto, run right, and he's got some nice room as he pushes up over the 45 out towards midfield.
A couple yards shy of the first down.
Give him the 48, and it's second down and short as we hit 1 minute to go in this first quarter. But that touchdown by Corsetti, Rick, that shows you exactly what he can do. And it's so tough to stop that.
Well, yeah, he just has a knack for finding the open spots on the field to get to where he's getting, and he can break tackles. He's a strong.
Steger trots in motion, and it goes to Gerg straight ahead. First down and more into Panther territory. Down to the 42-yard line. First down, Elkers, as we hit 30 seconds to go in the period.
And we're starting to see the Ridgway running game now that we saw the last couple of weeks.
Right.
See if they can sustain it. Nate Steger back into the game.
Clock down to 10 seconds. Steger now trots in motion, and we've got a penalty flag on the play.
I think that's going to go against the Panthers.
It will.
Right defensive end got pulled offside.
Well, moving down to the 37, it'll be first down, and that will take us to the end of the first quarter. We've played one here, and a good one so far. Keystone 7, Ridgway nothing. High school football on the Hound brought to you by St. Mary's Insurance.
Need a loan? Go to Mountain Laurel Federal Credit Union. I'll bet you've heard that a few hundred times, but have you actually investigated it? They have a loan for your life. Whether it's an auto loan for a new or used vehicle, a loan for your college student, a home loan, a loan to get a boat, RV, ATV, or snowmobile, or a loan to take that long overdue vacation you need. I think you get the idea. They give out a lot of loans. Not only that, but the rates on those loans are even sweeter. Do you live, work, worship, or attend school in Elk, Cameron, McKean, or Warren County? If so, then you qualify for membership at Mountain Laurel Federal Credit Union. See how simple it can be. Visit one of their 7 locations in the area or log on to mlfcu.net. Best of luck to all the athletes competing today from Mountain Laurel Federal Credit Union, where it certainly is good to be a member.
J.J. Michaels, Rick Porter back at Memorial Park Field here in Ridgway. Start of the second quarter and a 7-0 Keystone lead. Ridgway with the ball at the Panther 37-yard line. And it'll be Gerg straight ahead. Marcus plows inside the 35, down close to the 32-yard line. And you'll get to 32. First down. Well, that first quarter, Rick, what a first quarter. Dom Corsetti scored the touchdown for the Panthers. 10 carries, 70 yards already.
Not a bad average.
That's pretty good. Pretty good click.
They just kept Ridgway bottled up deep in their own end of the field. And
here comes Allegretto left side, and he can't get away from Henry. Well, he does. Looked like Henry had him, but then the rest of the cavalry there to force him for a loss back to the 34-yard line.
If he was lucky, No, he didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him about a yard loss, but that could have been worse.
Bring up 2nd and 11. The Elkers in that first quarter, just 29 yards of offense, 28 on the ground. Panthers with 82. End of the first quarter over in St. Mary's. Punksy, St. Mary's scoreless. And now whistle on the play.
And I think that's going to be 5 yards.
Somebody called timeout here.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Oh, nope, delay of game.
I was going to say the play clock went down to 0, and I didn't know if anybody got the timeout called before that or not, but apparently not. And cost the Elkers 5.
Each team with 2 penalties now on the night. By the way, that Punksy St. Mary's game on our sister station, B94. You're a wimp. Yeah.
Cold weather
People,
gear.
look at this. I'm in a shirt sleeve in here.
Sleeves. I'm thinking about putting my other jacket on. I'm
I'm
going to wait now.
I need to spay you right. Fumble on the play, and Keystone's got it.
Free ball. Yep.
Stager could not hold the ball there. It drops out, and the Panthers got it.
Well,
those are the type of things that, you can't do. So the turnover gives the Panthers the ball at the 41 with 10:29 to go first half. Here's Corsetti to throw. He goes down the middle, got a man. Oh, man. Joey Spence almost with a big-time catch.
Yeah, and he was open down there, and he let him just a little bit too much. Probably could have been caught, but it would have been a nice catch if he would have caught it.
Man, and I'll tell you, that was a beautifully thrown ball by Corsetti, too.
Yeah, a little fake handoff, a little play action, and then a long pass right over the middle of the field.
So 2nd and 10 at the 41. Man in motion, and they give it to him. That's Rankin, left side, turns it inside. Oh, great tackle. That's Stager.
Nate Stager
trips him up at the 42-yard line. Well, they give him the 43.
Yeah, that looked like it might go for something there, but boy, Stager just tripped him up.
And you can tell that they miss Nellis. You look at this offense, you can tell that they miss that dynamic of not having him here.
Just another weapon not available.
Yep. So it's 3rd down, call it 8 at the 43-yard line. 9:45 and a moving clock in the first half. 7-0 Keystone leads. Corsetti to throw. Now ripped out of the pocket, looking downfield, flips it down there, and it is overthrown of his intended receiver, incomplete.
Good coverage over there on the left side of the Elker defense. I didn't see who that corner was over there. I think that's Brandon Stager's spot over there.
Yeah, that looks to be. And these uniforms, much, much easier to read this year.
With the white,
love
numerals.
it, love it. Of course, the Army National Guard picking up the bill for that. We appreciate them and all they do. Well, 4th down, and Corsetti will punt it away. Nate Stager is back deep. Yeah, wow, what a
Nice
boomer.
kick.
What a kick. Drives Stager back, and he muffs it, and it's loose, and Keystone has it.
Oh, boy.
Inside the 10-yard line.
Stager tried to just fall on it after he lost it, and it just got a little bit too. And that is a huge turnover.
Down at the 6-yard line. There's first down, and it is Corsetti. Oh, great defense there by Gerg as Marcus says, get out of my backyard. And he'll lose yardage back to the 10. It'll be second and goal. 9:07 to go, first quarter. Elkers have lost 2 fumbles already tonight.
And this one has created a serious problem for them.
Corsetti rolling to the right, looking, plenty of time. Now flips to the end zone, tipped, incomplete. Well, the one thing so far tonight that we've seen is the resilience of this defense for Ridgway, Rick. Yeah, they gave up the touchdown on that one drive, but, boy, a couple times the red zone comes knocking, and they've been able to stave off some big plays.
And their pass defense has been pretty good. The coverage has been great because Corsetti had all day that time. He rolled out to his right, really didn't feel any pressure at all, and had time to pick out a receiver. The coverage was just good. A couple Ridgway guys tipped that, I think.
Quads in the formation from the left hash mark here. Corsetti calls his own number, and he gets decked. That was Allegretto.
That Raul Allegretto wearing number 31 tonight instead of his usual 1.
And it's fourth down.
And they're making some substitutions, like maybe.
Yeah, they're coming in a field goal attempt. Schlagenhop's coming in.
There's Schlagenhop.
And they're going to, let's see, well, they marked this at the 18, 19.
Put it down right at the 19. Yeah, it's going to be a
29-yard attempt. Schlagenhop out of the hold of James Rankin. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is blocked. And the again.
Well, once again, the Elker defense turns them away.
So they'll spot it at the 20. First and 10 after that missed field goal.
I didn't see who got the hand on it, but.
Yeah, I didn't either, but somebody was coming off the edge. Whoever the guy was around the edge there.
Which Stager?
Owen Stager. All right. First down. And here is a give off the right side and some room to run over there. And that is Stager. Nope, check that. Jace Zimmerman.
He's out near the first down marker. They're going to give it to him, yep.
Up to the 31-yard line and a first down for the Elkers.
Boy, Jay taking advantage of his opportunities the last couple of weeks.
You aren't kidding, man. And what a lift he's been. Here comes Rocco Allegretto running right, has some room, 35, turns up and is hit and dropped. Landon Reed there on defense for Keystone. He'll get to the 37-yard line.
Got about 5.5, maybe.
Clock down and moving here first half. Keystone 7, Ridgway nothing. But a quick moving first half. We're already
it has, yeah.
Already halfway through here, and it's we're only about 30 minutes into the game. Now the Elkers shift around. Stager in the backfield with Gerg. And it'll be Stager. Nate straight ahead. Kyle pushes forward to the 40. Going to be close to that lead stick. I don't know if he'll have it.
He's going to be a little bit short.
The official eyeing it up.
Boy, it's closer than I thought even. He's about less than a foot.
He's short. Yeah, he's short. That's a beef stick.
Yeah, this is one where, you either have Allegretto or Stockman just kind of lean forward.
Yeah.
Hope your big guys up front can knock him down a little bit.
Pull the back of the playbook out.
Yeah,
yeah. Here's Gerg, and he's got it straight ahead. 41, 42, and 43.
Might even give him the 44.
Well, one official here standing at the
He's
45, and he got it.
And that's where they're going to put it. So, big first down for the Elkers.
That's the first third down conversion for the Elkers tonight. They're 1 of 3. And the ball at the 45. Clock moving, 5:50. We thought this might be what we'd see tonight, and thus far it's been a good one.
Yeah, Ridgway getting the running game up. A couple of drives. And
here's a back inside handoff there on the counter play. And not much doing.
It's Nate Steger again, I think, wasn't it? And he got what, a yard?
Yep, 46. Everett Fulton,
yep.
On the tackle, the senior.
Just a little kid.
Not
looks like a mountain.
Boy, yeah, they got some big kids on that D line. Down to 5 minutes to go, first half. Second down, 9. Here goes Gerg, left side. Tries the corner. Gets around. It gets a block. First down, 40, 35-yard line of Keystone.
Big run for Mike Kirk. Now he's got to be feeling pretty good about that one.
38, 37. And a rip of 17 and a first down for the Elkers. It'll be the 7th play of this drive coming up.
Great job right now, and credit the coaching staff. Mixing it up, getting the ball to different guys.
Took the offense a little bit to get some traction, but now they seem to have it. Here comes Gerg again, this side to the right. Has some room. Oh, steps over a defender. Is going to have a first down to the 25-yard line.
Got about 13 or so.
Caden Carnahan on the tackle, but another 10-yard, 12-yard jaunt. And a first down Ridgway as they move now. Under 4.5 to go in this first half. They move to the 25-yard line. Here's Allegretto this time. He stops, now starts again, and twirls down to the 20-yard line.
Looked like he was going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage and kind of bounced it out there a little bit, picked up 5.
20-yard line, second down as the clock goes under 4 minutes here in the first half.
Both teams with their full complement of 3 timeouts.
Nope. Carnes City is up on Brockway in the first quarter, 7-0.
Brockway will be here next week.
Yes, sir. Here's Gerg straight ahead, and Marcus pushes down to the 17-yard line. And it'll be third and short, third and about 1. Central Clarion's up big, 27-0 over Bradford. DuBois 7, Brookville 0. Union AC Valley, a couple touchdown lead over Smethport, 14-0. Here's Allegretto, this time to the left, pushes it up and gets the second effort down to about the 10.
Good for a big first down. Move the sticks.
Yep, 10-yard line, it'll be first and goal.
Just under 3 minutes now to play first half.
This will be the 11th play of the drive coming up. Started back at the 20. Goal by Slagenhop. Straight forward, dives for a couple. Down to about the 8-yard line. It'll be second and goal. This is what the Elkers, you figured they wanted to do.
Yeah, this is the kind of drive that makes their coaching staff smile a little bit.
Pretty happy, yep. Here's Gerg. Marcus forward to the 5-yard line. Henry there at the bottom of the pile. And now we're going to have...
I heard a whistle.
Yeah.
Somebody took a timeout. It's going to be Ridgway.
Where'd they go?
Down to the 5-yard line.
Minute 57 to play, first half.
And the Elkers do take that timeout. It'll be a 3rd down and goal play coming up from the 5 with a minute 57 to go in the half. And you would suspect here, this might be, we haven't seen it tonight, maybe once, is that reverse play to Stager.
Yeah, I remember seeing it one time, and it wasn't good for a whole lot. I think it was a couple of yards is all they got out of it. But Ridgway's the kind of team that sets stuff up like that, They run they have 2 or 3 plays. They run, and then all of a sudden they mix in something different, give the ball to somebody else that you haven't seen for a little bit, and it's been very effective. And
we've got a good one here, 7-0. Minute 57 to go. The timeout is completed.
Ridgway can't get a first down.
Another whistle. What's going on with this?
The referee went up to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, now, so there we go. So here it is, 3rd down and goal. And it's Allegretto. Rocco straight ahead, pushes, close, and he's in. Touchdown, Ridgway.
Boy, that's just what the doctor ordered.
Five-yard touchdown run. It's a Spitzer scoring play brought to you by the Spitzer Auto World on the $1 Million High Series. Their world revolves around you. And that was a pretty doggone nice football drive, Rick Porter.
Yeah, that's what you would call at this point a Ridgway-Elker drive. A lot of clock burned up, chunks of yardage here and there, touchdown.
And now movement up front.
And now you move the ball.
I still think you kick it here.
Well, if Casilio...
No, they're going to go for 2.
Okay, I was going to say, if Casilio weren't so darn reliable, I might think about going for 2, but what the heck, Ridgway's going to do it.
So now the Elkers will go for 2 and try to take the lead, and now we've got another timeout. The Elkers will call that one. That'll leave them with 1. Keystone still has all 3, and they'll have a minute 52 here, pending the return and such to try to do something before halftime. But halftime report coming up, brought to you by Bell's Meat and Poultry on Fraley Street in Kane. We'll get to that here momentarily. Some of the other scores from around. Cameron County has put up a 20 spot in the first quarter over Bucktail. They lead 20-0. Union AC Valley has tacked on a couple more. They lead Smethport 27-0. And that is the latest that we have right now. Our good friend, Mr. Bob Perana, has all the up-to-the-minute scores. Booker's going for 2. It's Allegretto. Right side, pushes forward, and he is in for the 2-point conversion. And with that, the Elkers take an 8-7 lead with a minute 52 to go in the first half. High school football on the Hound brought to you by St. Mary's Insurance.
Feeling worn out, tired, or just need a boost? Stop in for a vitamin infusion from the Beauty Within Med Spa with locations at Dream Float in St. Mary's and Fernan Family Practice in Ridgway. We offer several different vitamin infusions depending on your needs or symptoms. Hi, this is Dr. Katie Fernan. Did you know that vitamins are best absorbed through IVs? This treatment will replenish nutrients and give your your body a needed boost. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call the office or schedule online at beautywithinmd.com.
When you want a hometown feel with plenty of options, you choose Spitzer Auto World St. Mary's, where the service is fun, fast, easy, and now backed by the Spitzer Shield. When you choose us, you choose a variety of brand new vehicles across 3 separate lots. When you choose us, you choose to know everything we've done to make our pre-owned vehicles second to none. A rigorous inspection process performed by factory-trained technicians and professional detail inside and out. Visit us along the $1 Million Highway today for all of your Chevrolet, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Ford needs. Spitzer Auto World St. Mary's, our world revolves around you.
A 13-play for the Elkers there in 6 minutes and 8 seconds. Then the two, now 8-7. The Elkers lead. Casilio to kick it off for Ridgway. And it's a little short pooch kick, and it's going to hit. And the ball loose on the ground, and there's a scrum for it. Who's got it?
Keystone saying they have it. And
Coach Heindel.
If Coach Heindel would have, if he would have dove, he would have had that.
He would have had that, right? Yeah. If he could have, he would have dove right into that.
It crossed his mind, I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, that's reminiscent of Bill Cowher trying to tackle somebody on an interception return. And
wasn't it Woody Hayes that
yeah.
clocked the guy running down the sideline after an interception? Woody was the principal at Old School.
So the Panthers have it at the 38-yard line. 1st and 10, 1:51 to go in the half. They have all 3 timeouts in their possession. Here's a little swing out in the flat. He's got Henry. Henry upended at the 44-yard line. And they'll give him the 45, and that'll be a gain of 7. 2nd down and short.
Keystone trying to save those last 2 timeouts they have.
Now from the line of scrimmage, Corsetti fires, got a man. It's caught down to the 49-yard line. And that's to Kaiden Carnahan. No, check that. It's Henry again. Ridgway 49-yard line, a 1st down, 1st and 10. 1:11 in the clock moving here. Corsetti steps away from pressure, now zips it out here. It's complete, and it's Landon Reed. Doesn't get out of bounds, I believe. They wind the clock. And Keystone, I think, going to take a timeout.
Nice open field tackle that time by Brandon Stager. I thought it was number 5. I said number 9. All right.
Yep, and that timeout taken by Keystone.
So you've got 1 left.
And there's 53 and 1/10 seconds remaining in the half. They'll have a 2nd down and 3 from the 42-yard line of the Elkers.
And Dom Corsetti is one of those kids. He could score on any play.
He could take off, and you just don't know. Now the other thing to keep in mind too is there is slog and hop, and they already tried a field goal, had it blocked, but there is that option. So you think about that. If they want to try and kick a field goal before halftime, that could be an option.
Not sure what slog and hop's range is, but they'd have to get it down to probably inside the 20.
That's what I would surmise. We'll go from the left hash mark here. 2nd down and 3. 4 wide in the formation. Joey Spence will be next to Corsetti in the backfield. Here's Corsetti, going to roll to the right. Has time. Now looking, and he goes down back at the 49.
That was some serious speed.
Marcus Gerg.
And I'm telling you what, he came flying from the opposite side of the field, and he saw Corsetti, got him in his sights. And I didn't think he had a chance, but he was just determined to run him down, and he did it.
And the Panthers take another timeout. That'll leave them with 1.
I didn't think they had any left now.
I've got them with 1 left
that's
now.
That's what I thought too, but then when I thought they had 3 left, it said 2 on the scoreboard. Now it's down to 0.
So that's interesting. Did you win?
580, what was it? What was the number again?
What was the number again? Oh, they won. Okay.
Oh, 754.
Oh, sorry, Ricky.
Nope, I was close.
Well, here it is. 3rd down and long. Corsetti, and a little swing pass that's ahead of the intended receiver. It'll be incomplete.
Now all of a sudden the Elkers are going to get the ball back with 2 timeouts in 37-plus seconds.
And it'll be 4th down.
Oh, I thought that was 4th down. Okay, my
That was
mistake.
3rd. It'll be 4th, and Keystone going to punt it away. 37 seconds left, and we'll see what kind of a return here that the Elkers will get. Stager's going to drift back to about his 12, 13-yard line.
But I'm not getting anywhere near Stager.
Nope, I wouldn't either. And if it meant that it was short and out of bounds, that's what I would do.
it.
Now they're going to fake it. Corsetti going to run with it, and Corsetti can't stay on his feet. He's out of bounds across midfield, and the Elkers have held.
And they're going to get the ball back pretty close to midfield with 31 seconds and 2 timeouts.
Wow. I'm scratching my head at that one.
Then Corsetti's going off the field with a little bit of a
hitch in
limp
the giddy
there,
up.
Yeah.
So 31 seconds to go, and now with the time, you start thinking about Casilio and his boot.
Yeah, I mean, they probably need to get to the
Let's see.
25-yard line for him to have a chance.
Here comes Allegretto, and he'll bounce it, but then is hit and dropped. No gain on the play. And I do believe, well, no, somebody going to take a timeout.
Ridgway's the only one that's got any.
Oh, there's an injury timeout. There's an Elker
I
down
see,
up there.
And he's up quick. That's Rocco.
And that's not good if...
I know Rocco just came over to the sideline, but he was limping a little over. That's why I thought it was him. But
there's a penalty flag down at the Keystone 48, and then there's also one in the defensive backfield. Back at the, what would be the Keystone 34. We'll see as they sort this out. It'll be a legal substitution against Keystone. That's a big one. That's 15.
what the heck?
What's that penalty with the unsportsmanlike?
Well, unsportsmanlike.
That's
is
unsportsmanlike. This. Not true. It's a big personal foul.
Who was that Ridgway player?
He's right there. That's
Can't make out the number.
That's Stockman. It was the injured player.
Oh, okay, number 12. All right.
So the penalty, a big one, it gives the Elkers a first down at the Keystone 37. 21 seconds to go in the half. Stockman seems to be okay, which is very good news for the Elkers.
Yeah, they need him for sure.
So here we go. It'll be Gerd, right side, and is out of bounds. 32-yard line. Sorry, 33.
Elkers still have 2 timeouts left.
.5 on the clock. Casilio down here on the sideline, loosening up that foot. Second down, call it 6. Stager in motion. They pitch it to him. Now he's going to throw. Flips it downfield. Got a man there. Incomplete. Oh, the battle for the ball. That was Corsetti that was battling down there with Brandon Stager.
They both touched it at different times.
And it'll be third down. 6.3 on the clock.
Time for one play for sure, possibly two, depending on how this goes.
Gerg, reverse to Stager. Left side has a blocker in front. Look out, first down inside the 25 and over on the sideline, but the half runs out. As they give him, well, let's see, it was about the 19 is where he ended up. Yep, about the 20-yard line, and just not enough time there to be able to get anything further on that. We've reached halftime here in Ridgway, and at the half, it's a good one. The Elkers 8, Keystone 7. High school football on the hat is brought to you by St. Mary's Insurance. The halftime report brought to you by Bell's Meat and Poultry.
Top of the line builders, the area's leader in quality roofing projects, now add seamless gutter installation to our services. At Top of the Line Builders, our staff is trained to offer professional installation. For more information and a no obligation quote on seamless gutters, call Nick Cherry at 814-965-5785. We offer free estimates and are fully insured. Top of the Line Builders. Get your project done right the first time.
Wouldn't it be great if you could have your insurances for auto, home, business, farm, life, and retirement in just one agency? That's what Pacelli Insurance is for. They can help protect what is important for you and your family's future. Visit Pacelli Insurance in St. Mary's or call them at 814-781-3888. Pacelli Insurance, your preferred local independent insurance agency. Pacelli Insurance, where we protect your world.
Have you been looking for a career in the powdered metal industry? Medco Industries is now hiring. Medco Industries on Brussels Street in St. Mary's is a locally owned company offering long-term steady careers or part-time work with advancement opportunities and great benefits. Operations are regular 8-hour shifts with most weekends off. Medco's machining facility, Pro Process LLC, offers CNC operator and setup positions in a climate-controlled facility. Apply online at medcopm.com. Medco Industries, locally owned and operated in St. Mary's for over 40 years.
When is the last time you really felt like your body was functioning properly? If you can't remember, then it's time for you to call Rowley Family Chiropractic of St. Mary's. They've been serving the community for 25 years. Their mission is to improve your overall quality of life by allowing your nervous system to work at its fullest potential. Want to know more? Log on RowleyFamilyChiropractic.com or call 814-834-1045. Rowley Family Chiropractic, improving health one spine at a time. Zook Motors in Kane is a proud supporter of the area's high school sports teams. They know what it means to be part of a community. Family owned and operated, they've been serving the area for almost 100 years. That's why you can trust Zooks to find you the right vehicle for your needs and price range. Best of luck to the players and coaches in today's matchup from everyone on the team at Zook Motors, your area Ford dealer just west of Kane on Route 6.
With 2 locations on Baker Alley in Ridgway and Route 219 in Johnsonburg, Elk County Foods' friendly staff is ready to serve you. They offer daily and weekly specials, including their 5 for $24.99 in the meat department. Check out their large hot and cold deli, the freshest of fresh produce, and their own homemade beef sticks and smoked cheese. Having a get-together? Let Elk County Foods do the work for you. Elk County Foods of Ridgway and Johnsonburg, hometown proud. Check us out on Facebook or visit us online.
For nearly 40 years, one name in the area stands out when it comes to plumbing, heating, air conditioning, and more.
Hi, this is Shirley from Newell's Plumbing and Heating and Air Conditioning. We have been providing plumbing and HVAC services in St. Mary's since 1984. Our customers are our number one priority, and we are quick to answer or return calls, especially in emergency situations. From initial estimates through the project completion, we will work with you to ensure you're 100% satisfied. Our team of technicians has a combined 88 years of experience, so we have knowledge on our side for any job. We are professional, fair, family-friendly, and work with you to understand your needs and goals. From residential to light commercial, we can ensure your plumbing and HVAC systems are running at peak performance.
For all your plumbing and heating needs, put your trust in us. Newell's Plumbing and Heating's Trout Run Road, St. Mary's.
Hello, this is Michelle from Christ Family Funeral Homes. Together with my husband Roy, we own and operate Lynch Green Funeral Home in St. Mary's, Christ Funeral Homes in Ridgway and Kersey. As the largest provider of burial and cremation services in Elk County, families often turn to us in their time of need to help them create beautiful life celebrations, offer a comforting hand, and care for your family as if they're our own.
For more information, visit ChristFamilyFuneralHomes.com. That's ChristFamilyFuneralHomes.com.
You wouldn't go to a veterinarian for heart surgery. Why would you go to any body shop to have your vehicle needs repaired? Go to the Certified Collision Center, Cataldo Collision. We are certified in most makes and models. With some of our certifications, we are the only shop within 50 miles. So when in need of collision repairs, get qualified, certified collision repairs at Cataldo's Collision on Division Street in DuBois, the building with the big red roof. 814-372-8600. And remember, we do magic.
WDDH St. Mary's, your home for the legends of country. This is Classic Country 97.5 The Hound.
Grilling season is never over, and that means a trip to Bell's Meat and Poultry in Kane for the best cuts of beef, chicken, and pork that money can buy. Whether it's a big juicy burger, mouth-watering steak, delicious chops, sizzling sausage, or fresh chicken, it all tastes better from Bell's. Pick up some beef sticks, some special smoked cheese, spicy dip, a world-famous griller, ham or chicken salad, and more at Bell's Meat and Poultry in Kane. Open 7 days a week to serve you.
Welcome back. Mario Park Field at the half tonight. It is the 1-point advantage for the Ridgway Elkers. They lead at 8-7 over the Keystone Panthers. J.J. Michaels, Rick Porter, and Josiah Mayhew on video tonight. Good to have him back here as we take a look at the Keystone Panther. It's one of the better bands I've seen in a long, long time.
Yeah, they've got
hefty size group here.
I didn't get an exact count on them, but they've got 65 or 70 kids out there, and for a school their size, that's pretty good turnout.
Yes, indeed, and they are very, very good. At the half, 8-7 here, and you are listening to the halftime report brought to you by Bell's Meat and Poultry on Fraley Street in Kane. Open 7 days a week to serve you with the best cuts of beef, chicken, pork, and sausage, and all kinds of other great things that you'll want to enjoy there. And we got us a pretty good staple tonight and a couple of other good things. I bought us some that we know and love very much. That is a staple. But got us some honey barbecue beef sticks, and those are pretty good. Josiah, you're up for those, right? Yeah, those are pretty good, man. Of course, I think all their beef sticks are good.
Yeah, that's the first time I remember at least having the honey barbecue.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of the jalapenos, and then they have the it just escaped me, the other kind.
They have maple, too.
Yeah, we've had those before. Onion and cheese is the one I'm thinking of.
Those are my those are the jalapeno. And then we also got some of their home dill pickles. And I got to tell you, I would love to see the cucumber before they cut it up to put in there, to do all the brining on and stuff. But if you have never had some of their homemade pickles, those are pretty doggone good.
They're better than any ever had in a store from a store before. And I'll tell you what, I was at the Pickle Festival, the Mount Olive Pickle Festival a few years back.
Really?
In Mount Olive, North Carolina.
Oh, come on.
It just happened to be there, and we were like, well, we can't miss that. And that was pretty neat, but I'll tell you what, they didn't have anything as good as you can get from Bell's up there. I'll tell you that.
I'll tell you, I went in today, and first of all, I went in, and James was hard at work. He was filleting up some beef some flank steaks and was getting up. So he was just carving away on a big old slab of meat. And the biggest thing I can compare it to is something like the Flintstones put on their car.
Exactly
that's about what it was like.
Ribs when it's rolled.
Yeah. And boy, is it good. And he said, out of this, I can make some hamburger out of it. I'll make some ground up meat. He's stew meat. We'll make a couple of steaks out of this. And I was like, geez.
A couple of brontosaurus burgers.
But that's the way they do it up there, man. And I'll tell you, it's very, very good. Sticking with the pickles, if you've never gone and looked at their pickled section, not only do they have the dill pickle that they do, but they pickle a lot of stuff, including asparagus. If you've never had pickled asparagus, it's very, very good. They also make their own homemade salsa, their own homemade spaghetti sauce. They have a whole bunch of stuff there, and it's right opposite the freezer. That is stuff that they whip up, and I forget about all that stuff, but I think next week I might grab some of that salsa and see if I can get some chips. We can do chips next week. What does that sound? Does that sound good?
They can turn nothing into something up there. They just can. I mean.
One store in Ohio, they have I don't know where it is, but they have this corn salsa.
Oh, yeah. Well, Cowboy, I forget, Cowboy something or another, but yeah. Yeah. Well, if you've never had Bell's salsa, you really have to, because it's all homemade. They do it themselves, and it is excellent. Of course, you can pick up one of their great selection there, breakfast sausage. They have the great dips. We have that. Mark was funny tonight. I got dip, some of their leek dip. He loves leek dip, so he's enjoying that along with some of the leek beef sticks that they have. So Bell's Meat and Poultry, Fraley Street in Kane. And for the folks that are listening down Knox Way with the Keystone sign, it's worth the trip up. Come on up. You're gonna love it. You really are. It is well worth that drive. Well, speaking of this game, what a good one we have. 8-7 Elkers at the half, and a first half that it was kind of a tilt. The tilt was toward Keystone to start. Keystone had a number 3 red zone opportunities early, and they couldn't really get much out of it other than one touchdown. And then the Elkers kind of tilted it the other way there towards the end of the half with a big touchdown drive, and it's been a back and forth give and take type deal.
Well, I mean, Ridgway could easily have been down 3 scores. I mean, they could have. They gave up a punt return that allowed Keystone to set up on their own 15, and then they fumbled a punt of their own. The Keystone recovered deep in Ridgway territory, and Ridgway was like a boxer that got hit early, and they were just staggering a little bit, or I guess in this case, staggering a little bit, because
how beautiful
they just refused to bend, refused to break when they bent, and they did give up the one touchdown, but that's all things considered, that was a pretty stout effort. And then, they got back to where their running game was on the track that they like it to be on, and drove the ball down the field, chewed up a lot of clock, ended up scoring, and then they got a big break because they were about to kick the PAT to try to tie it up, but an offside penalty half the distance, and Coach Heinl decided, hey, we can run it in now that we're only a yard and a half away from the goal line, and sure enough, they took it in, and now they have this 8-7 lead here at halftime, and we had said, going into the game that this should be a pretty good one, and a pretty good one it's been so far, and Ridgway will get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, they will, and the stats are pretty much along the way equal in that first half. Total yardage, Ridgway 123 to Keystone's 92. Dom Corsetti, 14 carries, 58 yards, and the touchdown for Keystone in this game. Through the air, he's 5 of 14 for 30 yards, and has had a couple of passes that were behind a couple of receivers. But for the most part, defensively, I think you have to be happy if you're Ridgway with what you've been able to do, keeping him contained, because the Elkers, Marcus Gerd made a couple of nice plays. Nate Steger made a couple of nice plays. They've been able to somewhat contain him, and that's really about the best you can hope for.
Yeah, I mean, they, like I said, 5 of 14, but their coverage has been pretty good. Most of the time, they put some pretty decent pressure on him. I mean, that play where Gerd just ran him down from a long way away. Ran him down on the far side of the field. Stop. It's really the Elker defense that's been the star of this game so far.
Yep, sure has. On the Elker side of things for stats, Marcus Gerg, 11 carries, 64 yards. Rocco Allegretto, 8 carries, 33 yards, and a touchdown in that first half. And just one passing yard that came on a completion from Allegretto to Xavier. So that's where we are at the half. And you are listening to the Halftime Report, brought to you by Bell's Meat and Poultry on Fraley Street in Kane. We'll take a break, come back with some of the area scores, and get towards second half action on the Hound. Brought to you by St. Mary's Insurance.
Johnson's Tire Service on Route 6 in Clarendon has been your Goodyear tire dealer for over 40 years. If you're in the market for a new set of truck tires, Johnson's Tire Service is your area dealer for Goodyear, Michelin, and other brands. They offer alignment service for trucks, motorhomes, and trailers. Call 814-723-3950 or find them online at johnsonstire.com. Johnson's Tire Service thanks their customers for their positive reviews, earning a top-rated service center distinction by Carfax. You've heard it said before that financial security doesn't come easy. You have to plan for it, work for it, and manage your money wisely. In today's financial world, it sure helps to have a bank that helps with that process. At Hamlin Bank, they are the bank that takes care of its customers. Visit one of their locations in Smethport, Kane, Mount Jewett, Eldred, Bradford, Olean, New York, St. Mary's, and their newest branch in Sheffield. See them online at hamlinbank.com. Member FDIC.
When it comes to protecting your home, your car, your family, or your business, why trust someone miles away when the best is right here in Elk County? St. Mary's Insurance Agency, along with Borst Insurance in Ridgway and the Smith Keats Agency in Johnsonburg, have been named Elk County's best insurance agency 5 years running. We're not just in the community, we're proud to be part of it. Stop by one of our offices, give us a call, or visit us online at stmariesagency.com.
Lindbergh Furniture, that's the store.
Where you'll find bargains galore.
Bob and Bonnie will save you cash.
And deliver your furniture in a flash.
Lindbergh.
Lindbergh Furniture wants to congratulate the teams playing in tonight's game. Congratulations on all you've achieved this year. They're proud of you and your success. You're a fine example of our area youth.
Heating and cooling done right, guaranteed. Epic heating and cooling, all day or night when you need. Epic heating and cooling. Epic. Every time we show up for you. Epic. Making your day feel epic, like a superhero. Epic. Heating and cooling experts, tried, trusted, and true. Epic. Every install feels epic, and when the time comes, you'll know. You know you've got our trusted team for the golden heat. Epic heating and cooling, all day or night when you need. Epic heating and cooling done right, guaranteed. Epic heating and cooling.
Welcome back to Memorial Park Field in Ridgway at the half here. The Bell's Meat and Poultry halftime report here on the Hound. And, of course, Bell's Meat and Poultry, Fraley Street in Kane. Make sure you stop by, check out some of those specials we told you about. I invite you to visit that section. They're pickle. They also have some hot stuff in there. If you like hot stuff, you're going to love that as well. 8-7 at the half here, and checking out some of the other scores from around the region. A lot of these games have just gone to half, thanks to our good friend Bob Perana and Duber's World for up to the second updates. Kane leading Coudersport 34-0 at the half. Punxsutawney put up 21 in the second quarter. In St. Mary's, they lead the Dutch 21-0 at the half. Carn City 34, Brockway 14. That game just about at halftime. Union AC Valley 42, Smethport 0. That game at half. Same for Cameron County. They lead Bucktail 28-0. Central Clarion 63, Bradford 0 at the half. Ouch. DuBois 35, Brookville 0 at the half. And Red Bank, they're up 22-0 over Brashear at the half in that game. So some lopsided scores. I'd say we got the cream of the crop here tonight, sir.
Yeah,
8-7.
8-7 game. Boy, and Ridgway's going to get the ball here. They've got the momentum here to start this third quarter.
Well, and I think we'll see halftime adjustments always a big thing, and I'm interested to see what kind of adjustments that Ridgway will make. That Keystone will make to try to get Corsetti some big play capabilities here. Ridgway's done a great job of containing those big plays. They did have some, of course, the touchdown run in that first half was one of them, but I'm interested to see what they try to do to open things up here in this second half.
Well, and you got to watch out for turnovers too. Both teams, a big turnover here or there in a tight game like this, game changer a lot of times.
Yes, indeed. As to go, Slogenhop, a little pooch kick that's going to hit and down on the side there. Keystone has it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Ridgway was
they gotta
doing
cover
over
that.
there. You got to cover that. It goes 10 yards.
And that's a heads-up play. What a great call by Coach Todd Smith and the Panthers.
Yeah, it was essentially a kind of onside kick, and they just thought we can pooch it over there to the right side. We'll send a bunch of guys down there and see what happens. And Ridgway just didn't cover it, and I thought it was going to go out of bounds maybe, but so there's a big play for Keystone to start this second half. Henry.
And Henry's got a big hole. What a huge gap there, and he's all the way down inside the 10.
And that was just a reverse that got him over down the right sideline, and he just took it all the way down.
3-yard line.
Boy, what a turn of events here
Wow.
in the first two plays of this half.
You ain't kidding, man. Onside kick, and then all of a sudden, Keystone is knocking on the door. Well, I said at the beginning of the game, I thought Henry might play a big role. Well, he just did there.
Well, if he plays any role, it's going to be a big one.
You ain't kidding. Corsetti keeps it himself. Corsetti waltzes in. Keystone.
Boy, that took all of 27 seconds, and they kicked the ball off to start the half.
Wow. Now, I mean, that is just pretty doggone amazing what they were able to do right there.
Yeah, I mean, recovered I don't know what you would call that kick that they recovered. It was just a misplay on the part of Ridgway.
Yeah, it was a little squib pooch.
And they just didn't fall on it.
Can of corn. And now Keystone going to go for two. Corsetti back to throw. He'll flip it out here. He's got him in. It's caught. It's Henry. And the two-pointer is good. And with that, Keystone 15, Ridgway 8. High school football on the Hound is brought to you by St. Mary's Insurance.
Need a loan? Go to Mountain Laurel Federal Credit Union. I'll bet you've heard that a few hundred times. But have you actually investigated it? They have a loan for your life. Whether it's an auto loan for a new or used vehicle, a loan for your college student, a home loan, a loan to get a boat, RV, ATV, or snowmobile, or a loan to take that long overdue vacation you need. I think you get the idea. They give out a lot of loans. Not only that, but the rates on those loans are even sweeter. Do you live, work, worship, or attend school in Elk, Cameron, McKean, or Warren County? If so, then you qualify for membership at Mountain Laurel Federal Credit Union. See how simple it can be. Visit one of their 7 locations in the area or log on to mlfcu.net. Best of luck to all the athletes competing today from Mountain Laurel Federal Credit Union, where it certainly is good to be a member.
Welcome back to Ridgway as, boy, the action quick there after the touchdown and the kickoff is, you may have seen on the stream, Nate Steger returns it from the 20 up to about the 44-yard line. It was another short kick.
So decent field position for the Elkers here. And boy, they need to see if they can recover their wits here after that shot to the jaw they just took.
And a shot it was. Here's a first down run straight ahead, and there's little there, if any. Allegretto, he'll get maybe a yard. up to the 45-yard line. And it'll be 2nd down and 9. Well, that's what they call, one of the big things of it, Rick, is it's snake bit. And,
And,
you know, that is, those kind of big plays change things so.
Well, the good thing is plenty of time for the Elkers to respond.
And it's straight ahead with Gerg, and he's got and yardage across midfield into Panther territory down to the 49. Third down and short. 15-8. Keystone now in front as we continue play. 90 seconds into this third quarter. Gerg, right side. Marcus pushing, and he'll be right at the stick.
He's going to be a little short, I think. See where they mark it. Oh, it's going to be close, though. He got it. Yeah, okay. That was another case of the crown on the field. And the crown is much more severe as you get closer to the center of the field.
Yes, very much so. It almost looks three.
It really does.
You know?
It's like you start at the 50, no matter which way. You start at 50 in the middle of the field, and you just run downhill, whichever direction.
Here's Gerg, and he dives forward down to about the 41.
Man, he's hard to tackle.
Especially when he gets ahead of steam up.
Well, and I love when he just bounces up and runs every time.
Yeah.
Everett Fulton made the tackle.
Here is Gerg, and he's got a hole and a first down inside the 35. Down to the 32-yard line.
Well, offensively, Ridgway's picking up right where they left off in the first half, but unfortunately, they've got to make up for that situation where they gave up the touchdown.
Down to 8:48 to go on a moving clock, third quarter. Keystone by 7. Steger trots in motion. They give it to him. Cuts it up inside. Has a first down and more. Open field, 20, 10, touchdown Elkers.
There's a big play for the Elkers. Nate Steger from 33 yards.
That is a big Spitzer scoring play. Brought to you by the Spitzer Auto World on the $1 Million Highway, St. Mary's. Their world revolves around you.
Well, that's the way to respond.
Sure is. Now Casilio will try to knot us up. Out of the hole to Stockman. Good snap, a fumble snap. Stockman picks it up. He's looking, flips it into the end zone, and it is incomplete. Knocked away.
Well, good effort by Stockman when the ball was a little bit low, and he picked it up, tried to make a play, but
couldn't get it in. So now Keystone leads it 15-14. And you're listening to High School Football on the Hound, brought to you by St. Mary's Insurance.
Hi, this is Dr. Katie Fernan from Beauty Within MD, an Athena laser company. Would you like to reduce wrinkles and tighten your skin? Or maybe you have unwanted hair, a scar, or a tattoo that you want to have removed. The Beauty Within MD Med Spa offers a variety of procedures, from Botox, acupuncture, permanent hair removal, to scar removal, and more. For a complete list of services or to schedule at the Ridgway or St. Mary's location, check us out at beautywithinmd.com.
6 plays, 56 yards, in just a hair under 3 minutes, at 2 minutes and 59 seconds on the touchdown run by Nate Steger. And We've seen an offensive explosion here in this third quarter.
Yeah, about 3 minutes and 26 seconds. We've got a couple of scores after playing the entire first half with just a couple of scores.
And then here's a little surprise onside kick, and
There's
there's a
bodies
stroke forward.
everywhere.
Ridgway
And I
has
think
it.
Ridgway got this one.
Oh, my!
Boy, that looked a little bit like one of those fire drills they talk about.
And Todd Smith, Coach Smith is furious over on the far sideline. He is just livid because in the official's ear he wants an offside call.
Yeah, he thought Ridgway was offside, and I'll tell you what, there's no replay to look at. So
yep, and the officials are they're meeting here. This is going to end up being the Elkers breaking the huddle already. It is first down Elkers at the Keystone 46.
Well, boy, what a strange second half. What a strange few minutes of the second half.
No kidding. And on first down, here comes Marcus Gerg, and Marcus slammed to the turf by Henry. And Henry defiantly screamed. A short gain of 2.
I don't think anything rattles Marcus Gerg.
I would say not. Oh, my.
The game was tough and hard fought in the first half. But it's been kind of fun and interesting here so far in the first 4 minutes of the second half.
Second down, call it 8. Greto this time. Rocco nowhere to go. Penalty flag flying in by the referee. And that is going to be a hold on Keystone.
Defensive. Boy, that was an odd play to have a defensive holding call on.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that's.
Holding on Keystone.
No.
They called holding against Keystone, but.
It's a 5-yard holding? Okay.
I didn't think there was such a thing as a 5-yard holding defensive holding penalty.
I am trying to figure that out. Okay, so now 2nd and 2. And it's Gerg. Turn around, straight ahead. Big hole. 30, 25, 20, and down to the 15-yard line.
You're a defensive back, and you see him coming at you with a head of steam. You got to think, oh, man, come on, linebacker.
Down to the 17. Action in this third quarter.
Yeah,
in 5 minutes than we did all first half.
Yeah, the first half was kind of like a tug of war. This is more like Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Yeah, exactly. Here's Gerg left side this time, and he gets slammed down. Good defense there by Joey Spence. And Gerg actually will, I believe, lose yards back to the, no gain, 17.
Yep.
Second down. 15-14 Panthers, 7 minutes to go, third quarter. The backfield. And it'll be Rocco. And he's tripped up. Great defensive play. Big number 75, Everett Fulton.
He probably got a yard, or maybe not even a yard.
And it'll be a gain of 1. Brings up 3rd and 9. 35-0 Punxsutawney now in front of St. Mary's. That game was scoreless after 1. 3rd down 9. Play fake. Allegretto to throw. Flips it down here. Got a man. He's wide open, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man.
Just out of his reach.
Whoever that was, I can't see a number, but put it about the 1 or 2 yard line.
So it'll be 4th down, and now what do you do here?
Well, they're in range for Casilio. A 17-15 lead if he could boot this.
Well, he's on the sideline.
No, he's
out there.
Now.
Okay,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, they put Stockman out there.
They're gonna put him down.
This will be about a 32-yard field goal attempt.
Yep. Out of the hole to Stockman. Good snap, good hold. Casilio's kick on the way, and he drilled it.
It is good. Plenty
a
of distance.
32-yard field goal.
That would have been good from 42.
It sure would have. And that is the Spitzer scoring play, brought to you by the on the $1 Million Highway, St. Mary's. Ridgway 17, Keystone 15. And high school football on the Hound is brought to you by St. Mary's Insurance.
When you want a hometown feel with plenty of options, you choose Spitzer Auto World St. Mary's, where the service is fun, fast, easy, and now backed by the Spitzer Shield. When you choose us, you choose a variety of brand new vehicles across 3 separate lots. When you choose us, you choose to know everything we've done to make our pre-owned vehicles second to none. A rigorous inspection process performed by factory-trained technicians and professional detail inside and out. Visit us along the $1 Million Highway today for all of your Chevrolet, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Ford needs. Spitzer Auto World St. Mary's, our world revolves around you.
Well, some big-time plays here to start this second half. We're halfway through this third quarter. And the Elkers have put up 10 points to 7 for Keystone. And Ridgway now leads 17-15. We've seen 2 onside kickoffs recovered by the kicking. Now that's got to be one of those deals where it's been a while since that happened. Here's a kick that goes out of bounds, and that will likely be fielded at the 40, first down for Keystone.
I think there's sure why. Ball went out of bounds.
They're going to put it at the 45.
Ball went out of bounds at the 40.
Okay.
Well,
I always thought, well, you have the choice to take the spot.
Take the spot or take it, I thought, at the 35.
I thought it was the 40.
Maybe it's 40.
Yeah. Well, here we go. Nonetheless, here's Henry. Run right. Penalty flag. Is Henry up across midfield, but that's coming back. Well, moving back to the Keystone 35, first and 20. Well, we saw Henry with that big play earlier in the half on the first drive for Keystone. They get him involved there, and I would suspect that he might play a role in the last 18 minutes of this one in some way, shape, or form.
Well, that penalty is very costly for Keystone.
Yep. You got to get to Degas-Kahonda, I think. Here's a play, run fake, and Corsetti has a nice little over towards the 40-yard line.
Got 5. Stockman made the stop.
Second and 15. Corsetti 16 carries, 66 yards on the night. And the clock moves, 5:15 to go, third quarter. Ridge by 2. Up the middle they go. Big hole and a first down. Henry. Redfoot on the tackle, and it's a first down as Henry. He's another one with a full head of steam that you do not want to get in front of.
He got about 17 out of that.
43-yard line, first down. Clock down, 45 to go, third quarter. Man in motion. Corsetti, play fake, going to keep it. He's to the left, look out, got some steam. 30, and inside, he's tackled there by Owen Steger.
Yep.
Another first down, the 28 line. Gain of 15. Corsetti, this time to the right. Breaks another tackle. Spins out of another one. He's got a first down and is inside the 20, inside the 15.
Well, I don't know. He limped to the huddle after that last play, and I didn't see any sign of a limp there on that play.
They give him the 12. It looked first down.
Boy, this has been a hard-fought game, too.
Boy, and I had a hunch. I really have a hunch, Rick, that this was what we were going to see tonight. And this has been worth every bit of admission. Here's Corsetti with a give back inside, and that is to Rankin, and Rankin gets a little down to about the 10.
Well, this is a spot on the field where Ridgway's D has been their toughest. Inside that 20-yard line.
Down to the 10 as the clock now 25 and move third quarter. Ridgway 17, Keystone 15. How interesting would it be? Battle of field goals the rest of the way.
Yeah, really.
So, Corsetti back, steps now, has plenty of time. Flips down here, got a man, but it's overthrown, incomplete to Rankin, and it was just a tad overthrown.
I'm not sure he would have been in bounds anyway, but putting there in the back of the end zone.
So now third down and 8 at the 10-yard line. Four wide in the formation. They move from the right hash mark now. Corsetti gives it on an end around, and that is going to be close to a first down. Or is it a touchdown?
Did he get in? I didn't see a signal.
Kaiden Carnahan on the carry. And it is a touchdown.
I didn't see any official.
Yeah, I didn't see hands go up in the air.
No, they're going to mark
it.
It
is.
Okay, that for the.
Yep, it's a touchdown.
It is a touchdown.
Kaiden Carnahan. And now the Panthers will go for 2. Carnahan, the touchdown. Here is Corsetti. Play fake, flips out here. Got a man. It's incomplete. Conversion. So it stays. Keystone 21. Ridgway 17. High school football on the Hound is brought to you by St. Mary's
Top-of-the-line
Insurance.
builders, the area's leader in quality roofing projects, now add seamless gutter installation to our services. At Top-of-the-Line Builders, our staff is trained to offer professional installation. For more information and a no-obligation quote on seamless gutters, call Nick Cherry at 814-965-5785. We offer free estimates and are fully insured. Top-of-the-line builders. Get your project done right the first time.
7 plays, 55 yards. In 3 minutes and 11 seconds, Panthers, that touchdown run by Kaiden Carnahan makes it a 21-17 Panther lead, and we got a good one. Now Seth Slogenhop will kick it off, and we've had an on all these kickoffs here in the second half. And this one's going to be deep. And that will be Zimmerman back at the 15. Zimmerman back out now 30, 35, and is spun down up to the 40-yard line.
Nice
Carnahan
run back
in on
by Jace. Yep.
Carnahan on the tackle after he scored the touchdown. So the 40-yard line, it'll be first down Elkers. Boy, what a half we've seen here.
We got a ton of time left. Still 2:45 to play, third quarter.
21-17. Keystone leads. And here comes Gerg. Marcus, little spin, little move, and he's up over the 45 to the 47-yard line. They'll give him the 46.
Boy, he's never had a yard he hadn't earned, I'll tell you that.
You know, he's got 115 of them that he's earned tonight. 19 carries on the night for Marcus. And this time it is Stockman straight ahead. Xavier with a first down. Territory to the 41.
Big first down run.
As the clock ticks under 2 minutes to go, third quarter. High snap. Zimmerman handles it, though, and here he comes to the left. Picks up a block. First down and more. Zimmerman ripped down at the 20-yard line.
Boy, that ball was about 3 inches away from being a complete disaster. But what a job by Jace Zimmerman to pull that high snap down and then say, well, watch me now, fellas.
And he did, man. That kid is deceivingly quick. And he ripped off 21 on that when he almost lost the ball.
Yeah, speed and quickness are what he brings to the game. And that recovery of that high snap was a very athletic play.
Here comes Stockman again. He's straight ahead, and some nice yardage inside the 15, down to the 14.
Yeah, Ridgway doing whatever they want offensively for the most part here of late.
We'll mark him right at the 15. It'll be 2nd and 5. Minute 15, and the clock moving third quarter. Keystone 21, Ridgway 17. It was 8-7 at the half. Marcus Gerg, and this time he's met right away. Maybe a yard. Two yards down to the 13. Third down and a long 2. Clock down to 30 seconds in this third quarter. Stockman straight ahead. Xavier first down and more. Inside the 5. Pushing, driving. And is finally brought down at the 4.
Boy, is he tough.
You ain't kidding. And they wind the clock. See if the another playoff here before it's done. It's 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. They break the huddle. Game clock at 7. They do not get it off. We've reached the end of 3. Don't go anywhere. We got a great finish coming up. It's Keystone 21, Ridgway 17. High school football on the Hound brought to you by St. Mary's
Have you been looking for a
Insurance.
career in the powdered metal industry? Medco Industries is now hiring. Medco Industries on Brussels Street in St. Mary's is a locally owned company offering long-term steady careers or part-time work with advancement opportunities and great benefits. Operations are regular 8-hour shifts with most weekends off. Medco's machining facility, Pro Process LLC, offers CNC operator and setup positions in a climate-controlled facility. Apply online at medcopm.com. Medco Industries, locally owned and operated in St. Mary's for over 40 years.
Wouldn't it be great if you could have your insurances for auto, home, business, farm, life, and retirement in just one agency? That's what Pacelli Insurance is for. They can help protect what is important for you and your family's future. Visit Pacelli Insurance in St. Mary's or call them at 814-781-3888. Pacelli Insurance, your preferred local independent insurance agency. Pacelli Insurance, where we protect your world.
Big third quarter on both sides of the equation here has put us into a great setup for the final stanza in this one. 12 minutes to go. Keystone 21, Ridgway 17. J.J. Michaels, Rick Porter back here in Memorial Park press box. 14 points for Keystone in that third. Ridgway with 9. And my goodness, Rick, there was no lack of action.
Well, this might be as good a game as we've done all year.
Yeah. Might be one of the better ones over the last couple years.
Yeah, no doubt.
So it is first and goal, Elkers at the 4-yard line. As they put together another nice drive here. Marcus Gerg on first down. Gerg hit and dropped short of the goal line.
He's got to be close. Oh.
Well, they've got him at the 1. Gain of 3, and boy, that is about, you're talking about the length of a beef stick.
And it's second down, so they've got 3 cracks at it from here. Yeah, pretty much all they have to do is just lean forward.
Stockman back there with Gerg, and it's Stockman, and Stockman is in. Touchdown, Ridgway.
Boy, what a back and forth second half this has been.
It has been such a great second half, and now here. Oh, we got an injury?
I'm not sure. Both teams are headed to the sideline. There hasn't been any attempt, but I don't see a player down on the field. But they're over there, unless it's an equipment issue, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. No, the ball is spotted for the conversion. Well, now everybody comes back in. Not sure what that was all about, but we do have another Spitzer scoring play. Stockman's 1-yard touchdown run. The Spitzer Auto World on the $1 Million Highway, St. Mary's. Their world revolves around you. Now, Elker's going to go for the extra points here. And I say points, they'll try for 2. And movement up front. Offside going to be
so that'll be a half the distance penalty. Just gives them, makes it that much closer
from the 3 to the 1.5. What a classic. And we still have a long way to go. Mason Gordon, the sophomore, for the ball. And here is Gerg. Marcus pushes, glides. Did he get in? No signal. Still no.
Yeah.
He got it.
In, yep. Coach Heidel thought right away that he was in. He raised his hands, but.
So, the Elkers extend a 25-21 lead with 11:18 to go in the game. High school football on the Hound. To you by St.
When is the last time you really felt like your body was functioning properly? If you can't remember, then it's time for you to call Rowley Family Chiropractic of St. Mary's. They've been serving the community for 25 years. Their mission is to improve your overall quality of life by allowing your nervous system to work at its fullest potential. Want to know more? Log on RowleyFamilyChiropractic.com or call 814-834-1045. Rowley Family Chiropractic, improving health one spine at a time. Zook Motors in Kane is a proud supporter of the area's high school sports teams. They know what it means to be part of a community. Family owned and operated, they've been serving the area for almost 100 years. That's why you can trust Zooks to find you the right vehicle for your needs and price range. Best of luck to the players and coaches in today's matchup from everyone on the team at Zook Motors, your area Ford dealer just west of Kane on Route 6.
Welcome back to Ridgway. 25-21. It's a 4-point Elker lead now. And during the timeout there was a penalty flag thrown on Keystone. And there was some jawing back and forth between the official and the sideline, and I think they gave him a sideline warning. Now, you remember earlier in the game, Coach Smith was pretty hot about an onside kick.
Yeah, he thought the Elkers were offside.
So I don't know. Now, I don't know if that's what the exchange was, if there was something else between him and that, but it's a sideline deal. So that's all that we know. 25-21, and Casilio set to kick it off for the Elkers here. And it's a short kick. It'll come down to one of the up men at the 25-yard line. I think that's Henry. Henry's over the 40. And it'll be another nice drive start here for the Panthers. And we'll mark him right at the 40-yard line. 11 minutes, 14 seconds left to go in the game. Elkers lead it by 4, 25-21. And it has been such an entertaining second half.
Yes, it has.
First down. Money in the backfield with Corsetti, and it's Corsetti keeping it. Bounces it outside, and he'll get up over the 45. They'll mark him at the 46. 45 anyway. You know, in a way, this game is, for the Elkers, a little bit of revenge. Last year, it was a twofer. Keystone beat the Elkers in the regular season, and then they ended the season in the playoffs, if you remember, in Knox. Two very good football games. Here's a give to Henry. Henry has got room, and he's got a big hole inside the Ridgway 40-yard line.
He's down to the 37. Big hole. Great run.
First down, Keystone. Elker 37-yard line.
Down to 10-15 to go.
Henry now, 3 carries, 67 yards in the game. He had that big
average.
32-yard rip in the third quarter here. Here's Corsetti to throw. Plenty of time, has a man wide open. It is caught, Rankin. He is in, touchdown, Keystone.
Oh, boy. Across the field, wide open, down at about inside the 10-yard line. It was caught. And he just took it in from there. And
37-yard touchdown. The Spitzer scoring play brought to you by Spitzer Auto World on the $1 Million Highway, St. Mary's. Their world revolves around you.
Great throw by Corsetti.
Oh, my. I'm having trouble keeping up here.
If they kick it here,
it'll be and they're not. They're going to run it.
Go for 2 because I mean that would make it a 3-point game, but
it would.
But they're going to try to make it a 4-point game.
Right, and force Ridgway to score a touchdown. Corsetti from the shotgun, and they fake it. He's going to run it, spins around, and is close. No, says the official. No good.
Oh, boy.
So he stopped short, but Keystone regains the lead with 10 minutes on the dot to go. High school football on the Hound is brought to you by St. Mary's Insurance.
With 2 locations on Baker Alley in Ridgway and Route 219 in Johnsonburg, Elk County Foods friendly staff is ready to serve you. They offer daily and weekly specials, including their 5 for $24.99 in the meat department. Check out their large hot and cold deli, the freshest of fresh produce, and their own homemade beef sticks and smoked cheese. Having a get-together? Let Elk County Foods do the work for you. Elk County Foods of Ridgway and Johnsonburg, hometown proud. Check us out on Facebook or visit us online.
3 plays, 60 yards is all it took for the Panthers to get into the end zone. Corsetti to Rankin, 37 yards, and it's 27-25. The Panthers lead it now. Back and forth and back and forth. What we got there? We got a Game 5 Division Series baseball score. What is it? Seattle's up 1-0?
Seattle up 1-0, bottom of the third. They're playing at home. Scooble's pitching for Detroit.
There's a kickoff that's covered up this time at the 38-yard line by the Elkers.
Well, Ridgway will go back to work offensively. And
well, at this point, that's all. I mean, my. Oh, what 37 is where they'll. So Ridgway will try to do it again. It was 8-7 at the half. The Elkers led it. Keystone has put up 20 in this second half to Ridgway 17. And it's been literally back and forth. There has been no runaway with this one. Teams exchanging blow for blow here. So first down, Elkers. And Marcus Gerg will get the call on first down, and down he goes in the backfield. Great defensive play. The man who just caught the touchdown, James Rankin.
Yeah, and that play didn't look right to me. I'm not sure. Somebody wasn't where they were supposed to be, I don't think. And Marcus Gerg ended up having to just take the ball and do what he could do with it.
It's a big loss of 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 15. This time it's Stockman. Xavier pushes forward up to the 35. He'll get to the 36. 3rd down and about 12. Well, they mark him at the 35. Stockman back to throw. Still looking. Now he's going to turn it up and run, and he'll get up to the 40 and over the 40 to about the 41-yard line. And now you've got a decision to make. It'll be 4th and 6. And
they're sending some bodies out there to make me think it's going to be a punt.
I don't see
Casilio.
I don't see Casilio out there. And I don't see him on the sideline. Oh, there he is.
There he is, okay. Number 3.
He's right where he should be.
Yeah.
He's punting. So Casilio to boot it away. And it'll be Henry deep for the Panthers. And this is a low winder, and the kick going to hit and go out of bounds on the far sideline over there inside the 30-yard line.
Good move by Ridgway to not let Henry field that.
25, 26-yard line. And that was about as good as you could have hoped for on that punt.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Panthers get it 1 second to go in the game. They lead it 27-25. And now things start to get interesting with the clock and the position here. And still a lot of time, but
well, and
the Elkers need to stop.
You don't want to think too far ahead, but I mean, Casilio could win this thing if he got down to.
First down, Corsetti going to keep it, and he's got room. Look out, 40, penalty flag in. He's going to go, but this one's coming back. Corsetti down the sideline, he's in, but hold the phone here. And they're going to, and it's Landon Reed is right out here. Look and said, me, what?
And Owen Stager came up.
Yeah.
And he's going back. Everybody bring it back down.
Yeah. So the penalty here.
It's going to be probably a block in the back or a hold, one of those two.
That'll be marked off. Let's see here. Where are they going to mark it off from?
I never did see a signal for. Okay, it's a hole.
Down to the 17.
Boy, that's been the biggest penalty of the game so far. So the Elkers are going to take one of their timeouts here.
It'll be first down and about 18 to go. So timeout Elkers. As you said, they're first of the second half with 7 in the game. And I'm sure they want to talk over why there was such a big hole there and a big rush in that. Well, while we have a chance, let us gather some scores from around the rest of the area here. Oh my, yeah, I'm not even going to mention that one. But Central Clarion's up big. Kearney City 42, Brockway 14. That's in the third quarter. DuBois is up over Brookville 38-0 in the third. Cameron County all over Bucktail 35-6. It's a big, big game for the Kane Wolves, bouncing back after their loss last week. They lead County 46-0 in the third. Ooh. Punxsutawney 35, St. Mary's nothing. That game, 42-0, and that game is late in the fourth, and Union AC Valley, big lead in that one.
Oh, it looks like the Falcon Knights are going to stay undefeated.
What a finish this is going to be. Last couple of weeks of the regular season and into the playoffs.
And what a finish this last 7 minutes and 48 seconds is going to be here.
Oh, boy. Here is a give to Rankin, and Rankin is ripped down from behind.
Huge loss that time.
All the way back to the 12.
Wow.
So that'll bring up second down, and now they got to get almost halfway to Johnsonburg, I think.
Yeah, they at least. It's a lead. What's the score?
We're over to Montmorency, maybe.
Yeah, 24 to go. They at least have to get to the West End playground, I think.
Here's a give, and that is to Carnahan, and another penalty flag flies in.
Carnahan kind of slipped and fell right before he got hit.
You think there's a little moisture down now on that turf. Another hold on Keystone, and if I'm Coach Heindel, I'm declining this.
Yeah, I'm going to take that play,
long.
make it third and forever. And
well, they're going to take it, apparently. Yeah.
It's going to be a half the distance penalty. Move it back to about 6, I think.
Yeah, back to the 5. You know, Josiah just made a good point. This situation with the safety here, if there's a bad snap or something.
Ball gets by the quarterback.
Yes, Corsetti is in the end zone. He's back to throw. Under some pressure. There's a flag down, and the ball is incomplete. Now, hold on here.
Now, if that was holding in the end zone.
Yeah, if that's holding in the end zone, that's the safety.
And if that's the case,
it is.
That will tie the game.
Oh my!
Holding in the end call here, I think that's.
Let's see what the official says here.
Did they decline it?
Well, if they're asking about declining it, they're going to say it wasn't in the end zone. Holding, and it is declined. Okay.
Well.
So it wasn't in the end zone, or they would have.
Yeah, I mean, that's that way in the NFL. The PIAA seems to change rules from year to year.
That's what I thought. Oh, it was out on the field? Okay. Must have been at about the 1 yard line then. All right. Well, it's third down and forever. Corsetti keeping it, and Corsetti slammed down to the turf. Oh, what a hit over there. And he got nothing on that play except a jolt, and him that's down, or
I've seen him limp off a few times. He's taking some hits tonight.
Yeah, man, that kid he is guts. He has nothing but guts. And I hope he's okay, because that is if they can't play without him the rest of the way, man, that is just so tough. And he took a shot there. There's no two ways about it.
Well, like I said, he's taken several shots where I've seen him kind of limp back to the huddle, and then he'll keep the ball the next play, and he'll look like an Olympic sprinter practically.
Yeah. Well, it's fourth down, and this is an interesting play here.
Nate Steger's going to set up to receive this thing at about the Keystone 36-yard line.
Yeah, and Brady Dunlap is in the end zone, and he gets it away. What a kick. Man, under pressure and everything, fielded by Steger at the 42. He makes a move, breaks one, tackle two, still on his feet, and has a great return inside the 30-yard line.
6:09, and Mario Casilio is obviously a factor at the.
And he gets all the way down to the 27. .609 to go in the game. Keystone 27, Ridgway 25.
Boy, and Ridgway's got the momentum right now.
They sure do. First down. Here's Gerg straight ahead, and Marcus has some nice real estate inside the 20. They'll get down to the 15, and that'll be a first down.
Boy, when they appear to stop him, he just his feet and just keeps driving and gets another 5, 6, 7 yards all the time.
They mark him at the 16, gain of 11. First down, 5:50 and a moving clock to go. Panthers lead it by 2. This time it's Stockman, and Stockman is hit right away. He'll get inside the 15, down to about the 13.
Now, if you're Ridgway, you just want to make sure that you hang on tight to the football.
That's the biggie. 13-yard line. Now the clock a big factor. 5:10 and clicking on the new scoreboard here.
Well, the new scoreboard's getting a workout today.
Boy, it is, isn't it? They give this one on an end around. That's Steger. Steger turns the corner. See ya! Touchdown!
Well, just like that, the Elkers are back in the lead.
13-yard touchdown run. The Spitzer scoring play brought to you by Spitzer Auto World on the $1 Million Highway, St. Mary's. Their world revolves around you, and it's 31-27 now. The Elkers in front.
Ridgway, they obviously have to go over 2 here to make it a 6-point game.
Right. And they'll line it up. Stockman back there with Gerg. It'll be Stockman. Stockman pitch out there. Steger, he'll twirl in for the 2-point conversion.
And it's 33-27.
My, oh my. Don't move. 4:49 to go. Elkers 33. Panthers 27, high school football on the Hound, brought to you by St. Mary's Insurance.
For nearly 40 years, one name in the area stands out when it comes to plumbing, heating, air conditioning, and more.
Hi, this is Shirley from Newell's Plumbing and Heating and Air Conditioning. We have been providing plumbing and HVAC services in St. Mary's since 1984. Our customers are our number one priority, and we are quick to answer or return calls, especially in emergency situations. From initial estimates through the project completion, we will work with you to ensure you're 100% satisfied. Our team of technicians has a combined 88 years of experience, so we have knowledge on our side for any job. We are professional, fair, family-friendly, and work with you to understand your needs and goals. From residential to light commercial, we can ensure your plumbing and HVAC systems are running at peak performance.
For all your plumbing and heating needs, put your trust in us. Newell's Plumbing and Heating's Trout Run Road, St. Mary's.
Oh, my. Make sure you pull the strap nice and tight because we got a heck of a ride left on the 4:49 that's showing on the clock here at Memorial Park Field. Here comes the kickoff by Casilio. And it's a low winder. And it'll come down to Carnahan at about the 12, 13. Now he's back up over the 30 and pushes forward to about the 35, 36-yard line.
Owen Stager on the stop on special teams for you. Now, we'll see what Dom Corsetti can do with the football.
You know, he's been able to do so much tonight. Running and passing. He's got 104 yards on the ground, 67 through the air, and has accounted for 3 of the touchdowns for the Panthers. 2 running, 1 throwing.
Well, he's got about 63 yards between him and the goal line right now.
And on first down, they give it on a give back to Henry. Henry, counter play, penalty flag down.
That's going to be against Keystone. Number 8 was the only block, so I think he's going to get flagged for.
And it is a hold.
Boy, and the holding penalties have been just brutal against Keystone here in the last couple of drives.
So move it back to the 30-yard line.
The only good news for Keystone on that is it stops the clock. Keystone with 3 timeouts left, Ridgway with 2.
Minute 17, or I'm sorry, first and 17, minute 17. Yeah, it's been a long week. 4:23, and now the clock winds. Here's Corsetti to throw. Under pressure, and he goes down. It's Marcus Gerg. The ball loose on the field. No.
The ball went up in the air,
and Henry came up with it.
Ended up in Jacob Henry's hands. But he might. I thought I heard the whistle before the ball came out of there.
That was wow.
We'll see what the officials are going to do.
Well, they're marking him back at the 27.
Yeah, they're going to say he was down. I thought I heard the whistle. Or are they going to give him the game?
Yeah, it must be that play. Yeah, Keystone going to take a timeout. With 3:30 to go here. Up being second down and 20. They're talking about that DuBois Meadville game from several years back, 107-90 here. And Journey Brown, of course, was Meadville's running back that night.
Didn't he score? Did he score 10 touchdowns?
It was like, he had some unbelievable. It was like a 600 yards rushing.
Yeah,
in the
500
game.
and something, or 610
it was crazy.
touchdowns.
It was an unbelievable night.
Of course, he went on to play at Penn State.
I remember seeing him went to the blue and white game one year. Of course, we won't get into the current situation of the Nittany Lions right now.
Yeah.
Because that's not good.
I'm not sure they should have dropped out of the top 25, though. I mean,
well, I mean,
Notre Dame's ranked 16th, and I think they'd beat Notre Dame, to be honest with you.
Well, when you lose to an 0-4 team on the road,
that doesn't help you.
It doesn't help your cause much. Although Mark and I think things will continue the way they are, they might play Pitt in one of those games, those bowl games.
Could be.
There's a pass downfield for Henry, and it is incomplete.
Great
No
job by
flag
Nate
on the
Steger
play.
to get back there and tip that ball away. Great coverage. Brandon Steger also over there to help out.
And the Elker defense has risen up many times tonight. And they need to do it once again. 3:23 left to go in the game. 33-27, the Elkers in front. And you think here, Rick, I mean, you know, 3rd down and long, if they don't get this, you can theoretically still punt it away.
Yeah, I mean,
play defense.
If you're Ridgway, you just want to make sure you don't get Corsetti here.
Yeah. And Corsetti is
Here
going
he
to run
goes.
it. He's got room. Look out. He's up over the 30, the 40 now, and out of bounds, and that is going to make it a not too bad 4th down attempt here.
Yeah, this means you're going to go for it on 4th down. He's only 2 or 3 yards shy, I think.
Well, from where they're marking, they're going to mark him at the 40.
Okay, so he must have stepped out of bounds. That's about the original line of scrimmage. Because he got down within a couple or 3 yards of the lead stick.
Yeah.
But he must have stepped out of bounds heading down that sideline over there at the 40.
There's an injured Panther down over on the sideline over there by midfield. So right now. So they will tend to him and call the kids over here to the side while they do that. So 4th down and about 7 coming up here with 3:12 to go in the game. Big play right here on the line. And I don't know, if you're Keystone, do you really want they're going to put 3 seconds back on the clock, 3:15. So they do that.
Each team with 2 timeouts left. I mean,
if you're Keystone here, I mean, do you really want to take the chance and give the ball back to the Elkers?
well,
That's the question.
you're not in a good spot here. It's 4th and 7.
7.
So it's not really a makeable play. If you don't make it here, you know, the game might just evaporate for you.
Yeah. Well,
if you kick it, you know, count on your defense. You have 2 timeouts left. Boy, that might be the better option, but
you know, with the way that the Elkers are running the ball right now, you might not see it again either way.
I don't think they're going to stick their head down and ask us what they ought to do. I can tell you
Well,
that.
they should. Now they're going to go for it. Here's Corsetti. Back now under pressure. Now steps up and he well short. Broken up. That's Allegretto.
Now, Ridgway's acting like they won the game here, but fellas, you got a lot of time left on this clock, and your opponent's got 2 timeouts. 3:07. You've got to pick up at least a 1st down, maybe a couple.
Yeah, absolutely.
To salt this thing away.
It is by no means over. Elkers lead at 33-27, and there's 3:07 left to go. Now Keystone has 2 timeouts.
I think that was Hunter Delacqua that made the play, if I'm not mistaken. Was that Delacqua?
What, that broke it up?
Yeah.
No, that was Allegretto.
That was Allegretto, okay. 31, not 21.
Yeah, and that's the thing right now is they're looking at, you know, this situation right now. The Elkers, if they can chew up the rest of this clock, look out. Here comes Gerg and Marcus with a nice run inside the 35 down to the 31.
Well, that's how you do this right now, and that's why you got big Marcus Gerg to give the football to.
Well,
Picks up a big game.
Yeah, they put it at the 32, and the clock goes a-ticking. And a 1st down here really looks good for the Elkers. They lead it by 6, 2:42. Play clock is down to 15, so they don't have to snap it.
And the Panthers are going to have
right
to
away.
decide what they want to do with these 2 remaining timeouts.
Well, if you get a stop here, here's one.
Yeah.
Here comes Gerg straight ahead. Marcus has got the first down inside the 30 or right at the 30. Let's see if they give him the first down. No, he's short.
Oh, he's short. Boy, I thought he had
They're gonna call timeout here to measure this.
They are an official timeout. Ridgway would prefer not to see an official timeout.
right. I mean,
But
they'll
be okay with it if they get the first down here.
The ball is shy of the 30, and looking from here, it's maybe the length of the football.
Yeah, and it's the crown on the field is so deceiving.
So, and you very rarely see this anymore. You don't see the chains come out. It's not very often they do it, but in this situation, they want to get the call right.
And Keystone is happy to have the clock stop. They catch the breath a little bit.
And he is short, and it is by about the length of the football.
Yep.
Down and 1. And I don't, if you're Keystone here, I don't use the timeout yet.
No, well, they start the clock as soon as the chains
As soon as the chains get back over, and the play clock resets to 25 on this. So now they wind it. And it'll be under a minute when they have to snap it. Here we go. 3rd down and short.
2 minutes. Yeah.
Elkers by 6. It's Gerg and Allegretto in the backfield. And there it is. They jump off sides. Rocco's.
And that's at least the second time second time they picked up a first down. The other time they made Keystone jump was on that conversion.
Yep.
Where they decided to go for 2, and they make it. If they don't make that, it's a 4-point game.
And now, you have to burn timeouts here if you're Keystone.
Yeah, you have no choice now. Your opponent's got a first down, and you've got to use them.
You're really in a bind here with time.
Minute 25.
Yep, they don't have to snap this for another 10 seconds. Play clock is at 10. And it'll be Gerg. Straight ahead into the pile. Short yardage. And Keystone will call it.
And of all the running backs we've seen this year, if you got a guy that you want to churn out a first down for you and keep a clock running, boy, number 33 is as good as anybody.
You betcha. You betcha. Looks like they got down to the 22.
So it's going to be 2nd and 7.
With 1:11 now on the clock. What a ball game this has been. It was 8-7 at the half. Keystone led it, and then a couple of onside kickoffs recovered by the kicking team. One each side in this second half, and I don't, what's the odds? What's the percentage odds of that happening in one game?
I don't know, but I know this has been a pretty entertaining football game.
It sure has. Big plays. Dom Corsetti. Corsetti with the big touchdown pass, put Keystone back in front.
The first half was like a heavyweight wrestling match.
Yeah.
The second half has been just a free-for-all.
Well, here we go. 2nd down, and this will be Stockman to the left. And Stockman out of bounds.
Yeah, if you're Xavier,
that's tough.
Yeah, you want to.
58 and 1/10 seconds left, and now at the 15-yard line.
And that'll
be a first. Well, they're going to be
real he
close.
didn't go out of bounds. The clock's still running. Okay. So.
Oh, okay. Now Keystone going to have to take.
Keystone's got to take one of their timeouts here.
I thought he was out of bounds.
I'm not sure why they didn't take the timeout earlier, though.
Okay, so
they have one left. Yeah, they took a timeout.
It's going to be 3rd down and very, very short. Keystone. Panthers now are out of timeouts.
That's their last one there.
And this is it's going to be near impossible here because with the play clock resetting and with the play clock resetting after this to 40 seconds, you're looking at under 10 seconds in reality before the
Ridgway's got 2 cracks
Yeah.
to pick up this first down too, and they only need, maybe a foot. And they have Marcus Kirk and Stockman and Allegretto and Stager.
Now what do we have?
I heard a couple whistles.
Yeah. Official walking over to the sideline over there.
Yeah, the referee's over in front of the Keystone bench, but the official on our side of the field is walking all the way over there now.
And there's a heated discussion over there going on. And I don't know. I'm assuming that is Todd Smith. No, but there's the official and the coach over there are going at it pretty good. I think the argument is whether or not Stockman was out of bounds over here.
Now, if Ridgway picks up a first down here.
Well, yeah, they
pick up the first down, it's over.
Yeah. Well,
even if they don't pick up the first down, with the play clock with 25 seconds, there's 4.1 second differential between the play clock and the game clock.
Shouldn't have. They started the clock, and it shouldn't have. So I don't know.
Well, the officials are making it confusing out there, to be honest.
Yeah,
with you.
I don't really know what this discussion is about here. Yeah. So now the official's going to come back over here. And now I think they're going to. 50 seconds.
They want to put 50 seconds on the clock, and I kind of get that because I thought that he'd gone out of bounds early, but they didn't signal it. They didn't signal to stop the clock. So, and Coach Heindel's now the one in discussion with the guy in the white hat, and he wants an explanation, and I don't blame him. Now, he seems. Now, this is all, moot if they pick up the first down here, but but Keystone still, no, they don't have any timeouts left. I thought they
they're out.
One.
They're completely out. Yeah. 33-27, Ridgway, third down and short here, and a first down will seal it. Here's Gerg. Marcus has got it. First down, and that's the ball game. And they don't have to run another play.
Well,
oh, yes, they do.
They have to run one more.
Yeah, they're going to have to run one more, but it'll be a kneel down.
And it'll be a kneel down. And
well, boy, the Elkers have got to feel pretty good, man. This is a pretty good victory for this team and this program. And they will they will kneel down, and that's going to do it. As Allegretto falls, and the Ridgway Elkers come away victorious tonight, 33-27. What a game for both sides, man. This has been outstanding on every level. Both sides from Keystone and Ridgway. The final score, Elkers 33 and the Panthers 27. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we will finish it up. The high school football coverage on the Hound brought to you by St. Mary's Insurance.
Hello, this is Michelle from Christ Family Funeral Homes. Together with my husband Roy, we own and operate Lynch Green Funeral Home in St. Mary's, Christ Funeral Homes in Ridgway and Kersey. As the largest provider of burial and cremation services in Elk County, families often turn to us in their time of need to help them create beautiful life celebrations, offer a comforting hand, and care for your family as if they're our own.
For more information, visit ChristFamilyFuneralHomes.com. That's ChristFamilyFuneralHomes.com.
Hey, Carney from Cataldo Collision. Do you know Cataldo Collision is certified or recommended by the following automobile manufacturers? Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat, Nissan, Kia, Hyundai, General Motors, Chevy, Buick, GMC, Honda, Acura, and Subaru. So if your vehicle was involved in an accident, bring it to the Tri-County's largest certified or recommended collision repair center, Cataldo's Collision, on Division Street in DuBois, the building with the big red roof. And remember, we do magic.
Are you hungry? Bell's Meat and Poultry can fill you up with 40 mouth-watering flavors of sausage from Greek to blueberry maple. How about a chicken breast, Virginia ham, Swiss cheese, Greek sausage, bacon-wrapped ball of deliciousness that is their world-famous griller? Don't forget they have fresh cuts of meat, and you can't have meat without cheese, and Bell's has the best smoked cheese around. Don't believe me? Just ask any of the people from State College to Buffalo that have come to Kane to visit the biggest little store around. 814-837-7321.
Johnson's Tire Service on Route 6 in Clarendon has been your Goodyear tire dealer for over 40 years. If you're in the market for a new set of truck tires, Johnson's Tire Service is your area dealer for Goodyear, Michelin, and other brands. They offer alignment service for trucks, motorhomes, and trailers. Call 814-723-3950 or find them online at johnsonstire.com. Johnson's Tire Service thanks their customers for their positive reviews, earning a top-rated service center distinction by Carfax. You've heard it said before that financial security doesn't come easy. You have to plan for it, work for it, and manage your money wisely. In today's financial world, it sure helps to have a bank that helps with that process. At Hamlin Bank, they are the bank that takes care of its customers. Visit one of their locations in Smethport, Kane, Mount Jewett, Eldred, Bradford, Olean, New York, St. Mary's, and their newest branch in Sheffield. See them online at hamlinbank.com. Member FDIC.
If you're planning on having masonry work done this year, call the pros at Steger Masonry in Ridgway at 772-7083. Their years of experience will make sure the job's done right. Call Steger Masonry at 772-7083, 772-7083, Steger Masonry in Ridgway. Schedule your masonry work with the pros. Remember, masonry is no hobby.
Welcome back to Ridgway and Memorial Park Field here as a big victory for the Ridgway Elkers tonight. And they win it 33-27 over the Keystone Panthers in what was just an amazing football game. J.J. Michaels, Rick Porter, this box here, Rick. And I don't know about you, but I'm feeling good after that one.
Well, that was 3 weeks in a row that the Elker rushing attack just, dominated the game for the most part. And, boy, their defense, particularly in that first half when they were in serious trouble with Keystone with some great field position. I mean, when I say great field position, I mean they were at the 15-yard line one time, another time on that fumbled punt. And the Elkers just refused to back down defensively. And, boy, they made some great plays defensively late in the game, too. Marcus Gerg had one late in that first half where he just ran down the quarterback and for a huge sack. And, boy, he just looked weak, just like he does every week.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. And to look at what the Elkers were able to do tonight, every time they were tested, they responded. They came back with big plays. And, they came away with a win. It's got to feel good after, the Panthers took 2 from them last year, including the playoff win. It's got to feel good to be able to tonight. And they even up their record at 4-4 on the season. The Panthers fall to 4-4. And the good news for both teams is they're still in the thick of everything in that playoff seeding race.
And that's 3 wins in a row for Ridgway.
It is.
3 games in a row, and they've scored 44, 41, and 33 today.
Yep.
So their offense is better than it's been, and it's been consistent the last 3 games. I like what they have moving forward.
Well, they ran for 311 yards tonight, a total offense of 312, and it was every yard earned, hard-earned. And it is time for our player of the game, brought to you by Rowley Family Chiropractic on the $1 Million Highway in St. Mary's, where your health and well-being come first. Get you back into the game with top-notch care today. Call 814-834-1045 or visit RowleyFamilyChiropractic.com. Really, I don't know how we can go against the man once again for the second week in a row. Player of the game. Hard to argue against Marcus Gerg tonight.
Well, you could make a case for him every game he's played. I mean, he's really just so consistent. He's so tough. And I don't know the kid, but he appears to really just love the game.
Man.
And that makes a big difference.
Well, and we saw some of the great defensive plays he made tonight. Offensively, he ran 27 times, 143 yards. He didn't find the end zone. Nate Stager did that twice, Xavier Stockman once. But, Gerg was just the workhorse on both sides.
Yeah, exactly.
He was just, left and right, and the man got some hard-fought yards. He had 143 of the Elkers, 311 yards rushing. And it's, at this level of the season and where you've been and what you're doing, this is the big time.
You rush for over 300 yards as a team, you're going to win a lot of football games.
Absolutely. And again, should give props, honorable mention to the five guys up front and that offensive line for the Elkers, because
you can't do anything. I
don't
care how good it is.
Right.
If those guys aren't doing their work up front, then you're seeing.
That's for sure.
Everything seems to be going right for the Elkers offensively right now. And they're going to get a sore test next week when Brockway comes here.
It doesn't get any easier, that's for sure.
And then last week, a long road trip up to
Duke
Center.
And that's not an easy place to play up there and come away with a win. They, especially with some of the talent that Otto's got. So it doesn't get any easier, but it does feel good right now for them, that's for sure, as the Elkers improved to 4-4 on the year. And that will